Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
In right field, number 2, Jackson Lee. Center field, number 9, Ty Robertson. Left field, number 23, Eli Hancock. First base, number 17, Bo Rock. Second base, number 35, Drew Capobianco. Shortstop, number 34, Matthew Martinowicz. Third base, number 16, Will Verdone. Catcher, number 14, Gray Bain. Pitcher, number 4, Brady Davis. And DH, number 29, Jackson Settlemyers. Please rise for the national anthem.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere.
At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the ball game as got a good one on hand today as the number 2 Pearl River comes to town in conference action. As always, game 1 scheduled for 9 innings here. Game 2 scheduled for 7. I'm joined in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth by Dr. Brad Boggs. And Dr. Boggs, before we even start talking about baseball, we got to talk about clearly one thing that is looming large in this area right now, and that is the weather that came through not only the Amory area, but basically across the middle of the state last night. We know there's a lot of people down the road right now that they're hurting, and our thoughts and prayers are out for them.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today, but you have to go back and think about last night, and, of course, some of us were fortunate and some of us weren't. Monroe County took a big hit down there, which is in our district, and then, of course, Sharkey County down there and out in the Delta, down out west out there, south of us, a little southwest, took a hit too, major, and some other areas. So you're right. Thoughts and prayers are out with them as we start off here, but Brady Davis threw the first pitch, ball 1.
And that is going to be a line drive out to left field to start the contest here for Pearl River. And Brad, I may have to leave this with you here in a second because our close-up camera is not wanting to act right.
Okay.
But we'll try to stick with it until it just completely goes berserk on us.
And that was Brodus. Is that right?
Yeah, Brodus had the single. Now this will be Soper at the plate here for Pearl River. Snap throw to first is not in time. Of course, baseball home, that means softball is on the road. That's a top 20 matchup there between ICC and Pearl River going on. We'll try to have updates coming your way throughout the afternoon. On the hill here for the Indians is Brady Davis. We'll have the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup. Says there's going to be a throwdown and a pickoff. Nicely done there by the Indians.
Yeah, we've talked about it all year, and we saw it last year. Brady Davis has a great move, and he's able to, magically over there, he does a great job of picking off players or getting them caught leaning one way. That's what happened right there. Got Brodus caught leaning, was able to get the throw to first, get the throw to second, got the first out of the inning.
So 1 away now as that pitch missing for a ball. This is Soper at the plate playing first base. This is that pitch outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Soper, then Alex Perry will be up next. One, 3-6 on that pickoff. There's a swing and a miss, heavy swing for Soper. Well, the wind is blowing out of the ballpark today at a pretty good pace as the flag is blowing straight out center field. So anything up in the air today is going to be quite the adventure as that pitch. Missing low and outside. 3-1 now is the count here to the first baseman, Soper.
Yeah, a lot of wind left over, obviously from the front that came through last night, so it's definitely going to swirl up there as Brady Davis throws ball 4 right there to Soper and puts him on. So now you have a runner back on base, whereas we still got one out.
17, Alex Perry.
So now this will bring up the third baseman, Alex Perry, to the plate. Perry will dig in with one out and a runner over at first base. We're in the top of the first inning, no score here in game one between ICC and Pearl River. Davis pitch in the dirt, and Davis struggling a little early to find the zone.
Yeah, good block there by Bain, keeping the runner over there at first. Soper, where he did not advance, so Bain behind the plate back there did a great job of blocking up the ball and keeping it in front.
So that pitch going to miss low for ball 2. 2-0 now is the count. As this ball popped up, second baseman calling everyone off and tries to shield his eyes, and then eventually does come around to get it for the putout for out number 2.
Second out of the inning. That was a big out right there. Now you're coming into Logan Walters, who's the cleanup hitter for Pearl River. So still got a runner at first, but you do have 2 outs. So good job of battling out of that through some pitching struggles a little bit from Brady, but coming back and getting the pop up there to second.
So 2 outs now. Runner stays at first as that pitch missing low and inside at the knees. 1-0 is the count. Shout out to my buddy Dylan down at Pearl River, doing a great job as the SID down there. Of course, Patrick and the rest of the crew, all those folks down there at Pearl River do a good job as that pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count. Of course, they'll have softball coming your way today. It's on their Gold channel. It was prccmedia.com.
Logan Walters comes in with 6 home runs on the year, so you got to be careful with him. Obviously, that's why he's in the cleanup position there. He leads the team, tied for the team lead in home runs with him and Perry. Walters does have a 389 average and a 487 on base percentage average.
So 3-0 now is the count. There is 2 outs and a runner on first here for the Wildcats. Davis set to deliver, taking the whole way that time, right down the middle. 3-1 now is the count here to Walters, who is playing in left field.
You know, you'd like to see Brady hopefully working ahead in the count. Right now he's not. No damage done at this point, but still you don't want to get in that cycle where you're having to battle back, which is what he's having to do. That's a great pitch right there, off speed. Looks like a changeup of some sort there coming in. That's a full count now, but again, you hope that maybe he can get in the groove, get in the rhythm where he gets out ahead.
3-2 now is the count. Runner at first with 2 outs here. He'll be in motion here with the pitch. He goes, and the pitch is inside and loses him with a walk. Second walk of the inning here for Davis. Seems like everything Davis is missing is going to be that low and inside part so far.
Yeah, and again, you got to recognize that too as a pitcher, and if you're missing in those areas, you know, you gotta make some adjustments of some sort on that. Plus, you know, you're not getting that call from the umpire, so make some adjustments. Even though you may have the pitch called in that specific area, you know, you got to get the ball up. You got to find out from your catcher, where is the ball? Why is he not calling the strike? Whatever.
There's a breaking pitch, and it's, wow, missing for a ball.
I don't
That
know.
one looked pretty good considering a couple of other pitches that he's thrown. So he may just have a little bit of a tight zone today. So we'll see as the game progresses. 1-0 is the count now, as this is Montz, the center fielder, at the plate here for the Wildcats. And that one missing outside. 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, Montz comes in with a 296 batting average, 439 on base percentage there. He does have 5 home runs on the year. He did swing it. You got a lefty versus lefty here. Brady Davis is a left-hander. So is Montz at the plate. As he swings at that one, he's going to drop that little flare out there to the left field. They're probably going to send him on at him. Nope.
They're going to challenge the arm, and the throw was a good one. Would have been a bang-bang play if they elected to send him home that time, but it will be the second hit of the inning.
11,
And now this will bring up the DH Hickman to the plate, batting in that 6th spot, and he'll step in with bases loaded. So a golden opportunity here for Pearl River to strike early in this one. But with 2 outs in the inning, ICC is going to look for the exit and try to get out of this inning with no damage done.
You know Pearl River's going to hit the ball. I mean, you're coming in this game, you know they're going to hit the ball. It's not like we feel like it's going to be, and that's a good pitch right there on the inside part of the plate, strike one. But they're going to hit the ball. You know, we know that. We got to battle through that. We got to make the defensive plays when we can. We got to make the pitches when we can. We got to minimize errors out there.
1-0 pitch coming. That one in the dirt. Nicely blocked up there to keep it in front of him. And the runners where they're at, 1-1 now, is the count. You said it, Brad. They're going to hit the ball. So you got to match the intensity and the hits today as well, because they're not number 2 in the country by mistake.
You're 100% correct.
So waiting the 1-1 pitch here from Davis. Bases loaded here for Pearl River. This one popped up. Center fielder going back, and it's carrying, and it's to the wall, and it's out of here. Wow. Well, I would like to say the wind carried that one out, but it did not. The wind was dead there, and that was just one that got out of the ballpark just enough, and that's going to be a grand slam to start the contest, or start the scoring for Pearl River.
Yeah, it kept carrying, Adam, and again, I don't know exactly. Again, I'm not very good solid contact right there by Hickman, who is the DH. So very good solid contact. I'm like you. The flag wasn't blowing, very dead. And that was, you want to call it right center, but it was really more on the center. It wasn't 390, but it was geared leaning more towards center. So put a charge into that one, and grand slam. That puts 4 on the board.
As you said it, 4 on the board there, and that pitch across for a strike. Brad, I want to give it to you in between innings to call out the lineups, as I'm going to try to get this other camera fixed for us, as we're going to keep it wide for the continuation of this inning. 1-1 now is the count. Big healthy swing there. 1-2 now is the count, as this is Blaze Breerwood, the second baseman, at the plate here for Pearl River. This one popped back to the living room, and we'll stay at 1-2.
All right, now if you're Brady, you've got to battle through it. You got to put all that behind you, battle through this, and get this third out.
And this one's going to be lifted. Left fielder, though, is going to be able to camp underneath it and squeeze it for the out. But the damage done by Hickman, it was a grand slam that gives Pearl River the 4-0 lead here to start the contest. As Brad, I'm going to let you give today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both teams, and I'm going to go see if I can figure out what's wrong with this camera.
All right, no problem, Adam. As we mentioned, of course, we've been through the lineup already, most of it with Pearl River, but I'll go back through what we got. Got number 5, Gabe Brodus, leading off at shortstop. Number 7, Preston Soper, playing first, batting second there. Third, Alex Perry, number 17, playing third base. Number 12, Logan Walters, left field in the cleanup position. You got number 21, Ian Montz, playing center field. Number 11, Tristan Hickman is the DH, who did the damage a while ago with us and hit the grand slam. Number 2, Blaze Breerwood, is playing second, starting second for Pearl River. Number 3, Marshall Phillips, starting in right field. Number 8, Parker Ryan, is catching behind the plate. And number 24, Dennis Cortez, is doing the pitching for Pearl River. ICC, number 35, Drew Capobianco, is leading off at second. He plays second base. Number 34, Matthew Martinovich, is playing short. Number 16, Will Verdung, playing third. Number 14 in the cleanup spot, that's Gray Bain catching. Number 2, Jackson Lee in right field. Then you got number 17, Bo Rock at first base. Number 29, Jackson Settlemyers, will be in the DH position for the Indians. Number 23, Eli Hancock, will be in left field. Number 9, Ty Roberson will be in center field for the Indians. And as I mentioned earlier, in the top half of the first inning, you've got Brady Davis on the mound for the Indians. Brady is a left-hander from Hamilton, Mississippi. He's a sophomore. Comes in today with 5 appearances, 3 wins, 0 losses. Does have 20 innings pitched, giving up 27 hits, 19 runs, 11 base on balls, 28 Ks, and comes in today with an 8.10 ERA. And we welcome Adam back.
Yes, I'm back, and the camera's still doing what it was doing when I left. So we'll just keep it.
Were you holding your mouth
here.
right when you went out there? Okay.
I wasn't. So this is going to be a line drive right to the shortstop for Capo Bianco on the first pitch he sees there. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like for Cortez.
Yeah. Again, Drew came up swinging, saw the pitch he wanted, line shot, hit it on, hit the ball on the nose. Nothing you can't complain about that. You want patience at the plate today. You want patience at the plate because this brings up Martin Olich, who swings at the second pitch, and it's a little flare that's going to drop out there behind first base, Adam. Breerwood made a stab at that and did an excellent job of trying to get to it, dove for it, was unable to grab that. So that goes as a hit.
And I think that's going to be one of those that we talk about. When the ball gets hit high enough today, that wind is going to cause some issues. And like it was drifting foul, and Breerwood gave it the chase, but just happened to fall where they ain't that time, and that'll be the first hit of the afternoon here for the Indians. And that will also now bring up Will Verdong.
Yeah, and, as we've mentioned, or may have or may not, that's ball one. Umpire's a little slow, by the way, sometimes on his calls there, but that was ball one on the first pitch there. But Pearl River has a team best ERA of 2.63, Adam, coming in today. So that's one thing. You hope that ICC looks at a lot of pitches, and like Verdong's doing here as he takes ball two, you want them to make that pitcher work and throw a lot of pitches.
Absolutely. 2-0 now is the count. There is one out. Matthew Martin-Olich over at first here for the Indians. 4-0. Pearl River is the score. That was after a grand slam off the bat of Hickman. That pitch goes high. 3-0 now is the count. And I think that's going to have to be a key to victory here today for the Indians, is going to be that patience at the plate.
It is, and of course, like I say, they lead the MACCC with the team ERA, as Verdong takes strike one. Thought it was ball four, but it's 3-1 count and 2.63 as I mentioned. But ICC turn around, leads the MACC with a team batting average of 3.53. So you got a heck of a battle right there, Adam.
So that pitch called a strike. So now the 3-1 pitch coming here from Cortez. And that one also called a strike. So 3-2 now is the count.
Still, good job by Verdong. He's a patient hitter up there at the plate and seeing a lot of pitches. Now he's run the count to full. I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, he thought that one pitch was ball four. It wasn't, so he took another one here just on the outside part of the plate. It wasn't his. Runs the count to full.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here is Verdong from Cortez. Pitch on its way. This one popped up. It's going to get out of play, and we'll stay at 3-2.
Yeah, great job right there. Again, seeing a lot of pitches here. And yeah, we're in the first inning. Yes, we're down 4-0. Is there a panic? Is it time to press the panic button? No, definitely not. Still got to play your game. We don't need to be pulled out of our game. We need to play our game right here.
So Cortez gets set to deliver the 3-2 pitch. This was a grounder. Left side of the field. Runner was going on the pitch. The throw is in the dirt, but a nice scoop over there at first base for out number 2. That was a tough play deep in the 6 hole that time. But a nice scoop over there at first base by Soper gets out number 2.
Yeah, great job. Martin Olich took off on the pitch, so was running on the pitch and easily made it to second. That ball was a chopper that was hit kind of in the hole of short, not really, but kind of in the hole of short. So it was deep there, so it wasn't no play at second. Only play you had was at first, and I'm like you, it was a heck of a scoop by the first baseman over there in Soper.
So runner at second now as that pitch to knees for a strike. This is going to be Gray Bain at the plate. Bain catching here in game 1. Imagine he'll do a little bit of the same in game 2.
Yeah, Bain's the catcher for us, but he has a 400 batting average thus far this year, and as he takes ball one right there, I think it was ball one.
Yes.
Yeah, yep. Ball one. And then he does have a 510 on base percentage. So he does have double duty a lot of times. Sometimes he'll DH, but he does play. He does do the catching majority of the time behind the plate for the Indians.
That pitch missing low. 2-1 now is the count here to Bain. Indians want to try to get at least one of those runs back here in the bottom half of the first inning, as it's 4-0 Pearl River here in game 1. This game's scheduled for 9. Cortez, though, looking for the exit.
Yeah, you got that Martin Olich. You got some speed at second, so you'd love. Ooh, that got him right there. That was way behind Bain right there, and no way to get out of the way of that one. So he's hit by pitch, so that's going to put him on first. And then you got runners at first and second.
Number 2,
it looks like
Jackson Lee.
Martin Olich may have been on the move in that situation, as he was halfway down the line, or he may have just jumped, recognizing the ball was going to be that far outside. Either way it goes, now runners on first and second. This is going to bring up right fielder Jackson Lee. Lee looks at that first pitch. It's in there for strike one. 0-1 is the count. We're in the home half of the first. Game one between ICC and number 2, Pearl River.
Yeah, Lee comes in today as he swings through that one for strike 2, and he is hitting .455, which is third in the league right now. So he's having a good year thus far at the plate. He is down in the count right now, 0-2.
So winning the 0-2 pitch here from Cortez. 2 outs. Runners on first and second here for the Indians. Jackson Lee at the plate. That pitch, not a bad spot to miss. See if you went outside, see if you get him to chase one on the inside there. Lee holds off on it. Now the count goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second for the Indians. They trail it 4-0 here. Lee awaiting the pitch. Chases one there, and that's going to be strike 3 and the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for either team. We've played one, and it's Pearl River 4-0 after a grand slam by Tristan Hickman. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon. End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set to start the top of the second inning here. As it'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up. Phillips, Ryan, and make sure I'm saying this young man's name.
Number 3,
right.
Marshall Phillips.
Brodus. That's a good, strong name.
It is.
But it's going to be Phillips starting us off here. He takes that first pitch for a ball. Again, we're going to continue to try to use that close-up, our camera on the pitchers, but it has been cutting in and out on us, so we do apologize in advance for any technical difficulties we continue to experience there.
Ball 2 right there, Brady on the outside part of the plate. Again, not working ahead in the count like we would love to see him do, and that's ball 3. And that's running that pitch count up for him, too. So, makes it difficult, but there again, got a battle back here. You got a 3-0 count, and to Phillips here as he takes 4 straight and that's base on balls.
So right now, if you're Pearl River, you stay patient. You make it where you work it into a hitter's count. That's the third walk of the game here, and now this will be the number 9 batter coming to the plate. This is going to be Parker Ryan. He'll dig in with no outs and a runner at first. We're in the top of the second inning here. We give you a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update as that pitch finds the corner of the plate. After 1 inning complete in softball, it is 0-0 in softball there in game 1.
Good breaking pitch right there by Brady. Now he's ahead in the count. This is what you want to see. He's working ahead. He's ahead right here, 0-2. That gives him the flexibility now to give him more pitches and go back into his his pitching chest there to pull out and do what he wants to, and he kind of wasted one there, which was good.
Well, I'm just getting an update from Pearl River SID Dylan down there. He said he made a mistake on the information he sent us. It's actually Cortez Dennis instead of Dennis Cortez.
Oh.
That is pitching. He said it was just wrong on the PDF, so we do want to make that correction.
Okay, yes, definitely.
As that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2-2 now is the count here from Dennis.
Cortez Dennis.
There's a couple of guys, they've got names that could be first or last names reversed.
Okay.
So now the count goes 2-2 here. And one of those guys is at the plate. And Parker Ryans. He pops this one up. Of course, we thinking about that. We think about the soccer player at ICC whose name was Ryan Parker. So that pitch fouled off. Will stay at 2-2. Well, with spring weather comes the bugs and the wasp. And, well, we're having to battle some of those too.
Yeah, we're battling that. You've been battling the camera over there as Brady throws over to first. Kind of had him leaning there, but we got a wasp issue up here right now, and I about broke the glass a while ago trying to kill one. And
well, you just don't know your own brute strength. That's all it is.
I'm out of breath. I had to lay down for a little while. I had to take a break, and had to have water splashed on my face. But we got it. So as that one's ripped foul down the first base side there, but got a couple of young ladies up here doing a fantastic job, and they're allergic, and so we don't need anything to anybody to break out on the swells or anything like that right now.
That would not be good at all. 2-2 now is the count with no outs. Runner at first here in the top of the second. Pearl River already leading this one 4-0. Davis looking for his first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day and can't get it. Actually,
got a strike right there.
Or no, it's only ball 3.
Oh, never mind.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, he's taking off, but got at least one more pitch.
I think he's having to explain that to Coach Collier, too, or I guess where the pitch was, I think, is where he's explaining to Coach Collier. It is a full count.
So now the count goes 3-2, as Brad mentioned. No outs, runners at first. And that one, same location, just up and outside for the umpire's liking. And, well, we've got a tight strike zone today. 4th walk of the day for Brady Davis. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to be a homer in the sense of saying this, but those last 2 pitches look pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say that if Pearl River was throwing them.
No, you're right. I mean, you hit the nail on the head a minute ago when you said we've got an ump behind the plate who's got a very tight strike zone, and that's what we're facing right now. Both sides are. Got to figure that out. If you're on the mound, if you're on the hill out there, Brady's got to figure that out and work to that advantage right there as he does throw the first pitch strike right there to Brodus.
Brodus singled his first time up, then was picked off. 1-3-6 for the first out of the first inning. 0-1 is the count here to Brodus, who's playing shortstop. Looks at that one inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, fastball low and in right there. Pearl River doing a fantastic job. I think they have realized how tight this strike zone is as hitters. And so they're going up there and they're being very patient right now and waiting on their pitch. And that was one of his pitches right there. He was a little early on that one, but turned on that pitch, and it is foul down the third base side, so it does bring the count to 1-2.
Indians do have someone getting loose in the bullpen. As the count now 1-2 here. Still no out in the inning. Runners on first and second here for Pearl River. Off speed. There's a flare down the right side, but it goes foul and will stay at 1-2.
That's a great job of hitting right there by Brodus. He waited on that pitch, had his weight back. It was an off-speed pitch, had that weight back. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he did what he was supposed to do. He lined it to the right side of the field, so he is a right-handed batter. Just foul, but did a great job of hitting right there in my opinion.
So the 1-2 pitch coming, and it was off speed on the outside edge. It's fouled back and out of play. Nice little battle between Davis and Brodus here. Andy is looking for the first out of the inning. 1-2 is the count here to the shortstop, Brodus.
If you're Brady or ICC, as far as defense is concerned, you've got to get the out, got to get a big out here sooner or later, and we need one now.
And there's strike 3. Well, he didn't like it as he's staring down the plate as he walks off and to be fair, that pitch hasn't been called for a strike very much today.
It hasn't, and it kind of surprised me that he called that one a strike, but we'll take it. Does get the first out of the inning, gave us what we needed. We still have runners at first and second, though. Double play ball here would be nice.
That pitch finds the edge for a strike, and Brad, you said he does have a little bit of a slow delivery sometime on his presentation of the call, as this is Soper who walked and scored part of that grand slam in the first. That last strikeout being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. Hard hit ground ball, second baseman. He's got one. Can they get two? No.
No, and again, it was a good double play ball. The only thing is the transition of the throw from second to third from Capobianco to Martin Olich was a little wide, which forced a little more time. Martin Olich had to make that 360 turn after he caught it to get the throw over to first. That was just the amount of time that was needed for the runner to be safe at first. So now you have runners at first and third. You do have 2 outs.
So Soper does reach on the fielder's choice. That erases Parker Ryan from the bases. Marshall Phillips is now at third, and Soper is at first.
Great pitch.
That pitch is in there for a strike, and now you're starting to see Davis fill up that zone a little bit more.
Yeah, again, if you're Brady, you've got to get out there, and you can't get frustrated. You can't get frustrated with what happened in the first inning. You can't get frustrated with the small strike zone. You've got to find a way, and you got to battle through it. And that's what he's doing. That's strike 2 right there as Perry swings through that pitch for strike 2.
We've played 2 down in softball. This still scoreless between ICC and Pearl River. That's a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. 0-2 is the count here with 2 outs and runners on the corners for Pearl River.
Another pickoff situation, but they're going to watch.
And now they're going to come home with it, and got him.
Great job right there by the Indians. Great defense, great presence right there on the field, because Pearl River had the first and third offense on. They sent him at him to try to get the runner in from third.
And so that is going to be a 1-3-5-6 or 2 on the putout to end the inning, and a great job there by the Indians to get out of that inning with no damage done. 6, 7, 8 batters due up for the Indians. Bo Rock, Jackson Settlemyers, and Eli Hancock. When we come back with the bottom of the second, right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Bo Rock to start us off here.
Number 17, Bo Rock.
Of course, when we talk about Bo, again, we're going to send our thoughts and prayers out to those in Monroe County. Bo, an Amory native. So you know, if his head ain't at 100% today, you totally understand why.
Yeah, his dad, Jamie's got a business down there. Alpha Insurance Agency down there in Amory, and that ball is chopped to the right side. That's going to get through at him, so that's a base hit for Bo Rock between first and second. Throw back to first, so they're trying to catch Bo sleeping when he makes the turn. Did not, so he gets back. But I don't know. I haven't seen any of the footage or anything, but to my understanding, some of the damage was, I think, close to the area of where his business is. So anyway, you're right. But Bo Rock did a great job, gets on base, single, lead off the inning.
Well, that could be one thing, too. He can play a little inspired baseball today. So you hope to see that out of Bo. So now this is going to be Settlemeyers as he rolls this one forward. It's going to be a tough play, and they can't find it.
Well, they bumped into each other. You had miscommunication on the end of the catcher and the pitcher, which that's the catcher's ball if he can get out there and field it, because he doesn't have to make the turn to throw. It's the catcher's ball, but they had a miscommunication, had a little bump right there. In my opinion, that's an error on Pearl River.
I agree with you there, as we'll mark it down at E2 unofficially here in the ball game. Of course, those stats, we get our stats from our coaches. I imagine Pearl River does the same there, so you can always check our websites at the end of the day to see what those final stats are. Let's go ICC.com is that site there. Now this is going to be Eli Hancock, the left fielder, coming to the plate here for the Indians, and ICC's got a little something brewing here, Brad, as runners on first and second with no outs in the bottom half of the lineup, which has been producing pretty well over the last few games.
They do, and one thing I haven't done is give Mr. Dennis now his due, who's on the mound for Pearl River. Mr. Cortez Dennis is a pitcher, right-handed pitcher, sophomore, 6'6", Adam, is what he's showing here,
So
his
your
height.
height.
Yeah, about my height. I think I'm a little taller than he is, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Out of Wiggins, Mississippi, Stone County. He, thus far this year, has 7 appearances. He's got 3 wins, 0 losses, 28 innings pitched, giving up 24 hits on 18 runs. He does have 8 base on balls to 30 Ks. That's pretty good right there. And a 3.54 ERA, as that is strike 1 to
Eli Hancock.
Eli Hancock, thank you.
Yeah, Eli digs in with runners at first and second, as you said, 30 strikeouts. Well, technically 31 strikeouts now to only 8 walks. That's Brad Boglight's numbers from his high school days.
I tell you, that's just it's amazing. He does have 1 hit by pitch today, though, so we can add one of those walks back to it. But those are great numbers. That means that gentleman out there throws strikes. He's very patient. He is very disciplined out there on the hill, and he's hitting his spots.
So 0-1 is the count. Looping curveball, and he says it's going to be in there for a strike. Catcher had to dip down a little bit to find that one. But the umpire gives it to him there. 0-2 now is the count.
Well, yeah, must have crossed at just on that breaking pitch, just hit the outside part of the plate right there, back door if you want to call it, and brings the count to 0-2 now on Eli Hancock.
Hancock swings on this one, fouls it off, and we'll stay at 0-2 here. Still no outs. We're in the bottom of the second. 4-0 Pearl River with the lead after a grand slam by Tristan Hickman in the first inning.
Yeah, great job right there by Hancock to get a piece of that one. It's still 0-2, but he's battling up there at the plate. Just kind of chopped that one back down and it went foul.
This one's going to be hit to the right side. First baseman goes to second. Now they're going to come back and try to get him for a Little Caesars double play, and they do. So score that one 3-6-1. And heck of a hustle there by Dennis to get over and make that play covering first base.
Yeah, it was a great job right there. Of course, the ball was set up perfectly for a double play ball right there. It went directly to, it was grounded directly to Soper. Soper popped up and made that's strike 1 to Ty Robertson right there. Made the throw over to second, and the short picked it up there and made the transition. When that happens, obviously, as that's strike 2 to Robertson, you're exactly right. Pitcher is asked to cover first and did a great job of getting over there. So well-disciplined, well-coached baseball there by Pearl River.
Ooh. And that one just missing low and outside. Not a bad spot to miss there. Runner was able to advance to third for the Indians, so that's Rock over at third. A 2-out base hit would be big here for the Indians to push across at least 1 run in this situation.
Yeah, bat hit him swinging right there, but didn't. He was disciplined enough to hold off on it, and he fouls that one back at him.
Ty Robertson at the plate, who's recently committed to continue his baseball career down at Blue Mountain. Or I should say over at Blue Mountain, not really down at Blue Mountain. 1-2 now is the count. Runner at third with 2 outs.
Oh, this great piece of hitting right there. That's going to
drop, and the Indians put a run on the board.
Oh, Robertson did a fantastic job. Stuck the bat out there. Good pitch right there, but he stuck the bat out there. Good, solid contact. Was able to drop that line drive over into center field right there. Easily scored Rock standing up That does put the Indians on the board now, 4-1, and Robertson over at first.
And we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup here in Drew Capobianco with 2 outs in the inning. As you said, Robertson at first, who does have good speed. So they toss over and nearly threw it away. Nice job over there at first base to find it, but also avoid stepping on Robertson. Dennis on the hill here. In a 4-1 contest, this is a dribbler. First baseman finds it easy, steps on the bag, and will record the out. But the Indians do get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. It was an RBI single by Robertson to score Bo Rock. We play 2, and it's 4-1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 3rd inning. 4-1. Pearl River with the lead here over the Indians. Indians able to scratch a run back there in the bottom half of the 2nd on a RBI single by Ty Robertson that scored Bo Rock, who started the inning off with a single out to right field. This is going to be the 3-4-5 batters due up. Alex Perry, who fouls that one off for strike 1. Perry popped up to the second baseman in his first at bat, swings and misses on that one. And that was also when we noticed we started having camera trouble. Well, guess what? It's starting to mess up on us again here. So maybe it's Alex Perry that has some kind of voodoo on the camera.
It could be, but, you know, that pitch is taken for outside for ball 1, so good job by Brady again and working ahead on the count. I'll say this, too, about, looking down here at the roster of Pearl River, as that's ball 2 right there. You know, you got Perry up there who's 6'4" right now, and they've got some guys that are well built and good-looking baseball players out there. So they do a great job out there, and good job recruiting, and good job of pulling in some good talent down there at Pearl River.
2-2 pitch on its way. That one missing inside. Actually, it hit him. Or the umpire is going to stop him. No, he's going to stop and take his shin guard off. So it will be a hit by pitch.
Number 12.
And so now they bring up Logan Walters to the plate, who walked and scored a run.
And it is, as we mentioned, a great day today as far as sunshine. Got a good crowd out here today. We want to say welcome to Dr. Adam Breerwood. He's here too, the president of Pearl River. He and his wife, as that one smoked down the left field line, it's going to go foul. Long strike right there. He and his wife are down there watching and supporting the Pearl River baseball team, and so glad they were able to join us today and make the long trip up from Poplarville.
From Poplarville, indeed. And, as much as we talk about it, and we talked about this last week during the Kahoma game, this has become an interesting rivalry between ICC and Pearl River. It used to be, we always met in the playoffs. It would either be the first, second round of the playoffs, and, got to be so consistent in that sense that it grew to be a postseason rivalry. Now that baseball, softball, basketball, soccer is all full state instead of just North and South conferences, that rivalry has really grown over the last few years, and it's just interesting to think how, we're not really close in proximity as this ball is popped up Martin Knowledge calling it off, but now the left fielder will come in and make the play for out number 1.
Yeah, that one was hit a mile high. He got under it. Martin Knowledge drifted back, and, of course, if you're out there and left at Hancock, you know that's your ball. If you can get to it, he was able to make the adjustment, ran up, called off Martin Knowledge, and made the easy catch. So good job there for the first out of the inning right there.
So with 1 out now and a runner at first, this is going to be Montz, who singled in his only at bat so far in the contest. Fouls this one off for strike 1.
But you're right. You know, there's a great rivalry as far as athletic-wise is concerned. Between Pearl River and ICC that's growing, and it's a good friendly rivalry too.
That's what I was going to lead to. You know, every time we go down there, Dr. Breerwood always makes it a point to come by and, you know, speak to us, whether we're broadcasting or maybe even just down there just to help cover the game. And then, of course, Dylan and Patrick and the rest of the crew down there at Pearl River, they all do a great job, and as well as other friends of ours throughout the league. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how this is morphed into a rivalry. As we said, not close in proximity like we are with a Northeast. So
no, and that one's fouled back for 0-2 count. But the vice president of student services down there, Jeff Long, I'm good friends with him and does a great job. I call on him a lot and ask him questions about different things. And Dr. Breerwood's been great too. So always very welcoming to us as that pitch is runner goes. Delayed throw there. The ball goes into the outfield. The runner's going to try to take third now. There's a delayed throw by Bain. He probably should have eaten that one at him, as much as delayed as that one was, but he didn't. Now the runner's advanced to third. That is Perry who advanced to third.
Yeah, he'll advance on the error on the throw. I'm like you, it's one of those that he never picked him up running that early. As the ball gets out to center field for the error, and so the runner advanced there. Each team with an error in the contest, and now Pearl River's got a chance to cash in with a base hit here. Is that pitch missing outside for a ball?
Yeah, a little miscommunication apparently on the Indians, because you got to have that communication on the infield, and maybe Bain did not hear it. I don't know, but you got to yell when the runner's gone. That's a strike right there, and that brings up a big K right there for the second out of the inning to get Montz out. But you got to communicate, and maybe they are, and I just missed it. But Bain just didn't hear it.
So that's a Renaissance Bank strikeout for the second out of the inning, and now here comes trouble. And trouble goes by the name of Tristan Hickman. He snuck that grand slam out of the ballpark to make it a 4-0 contest as that pitch in the dirt for a ball. And it was one of those, Brad, that the wind wasn't blowing like it is now. He just hit it high enough, and it just traveled far enough to get out of the ballpark as it eked its way out. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and put good bat on ball is what he did, and good solid contact, and was able to drive it, not necessarily all the way to opposite field. Like I say, it was more towards center than right, but did a great job of that ball's going to be behind him, did not hit him, so the runner's going to score easily on the wild pitch.
Just a tough break there. It was like Davis kind of got out of his routine a little bit and tried to rush that pitch through, so the run will score on the wild pitch, and it's now 5-1. 3-0 is the count here to Hickman. 2 outs in the inning, and now nobody on base.
That was popped up, and that's why this is what's going to make you sick if you're Brady Davis right here if we get this out.
And we do.
That's the third out. You could have prevented that run from scoring. But anyway, it is what it is. 5-1 now after 3, top of the third here.
And we'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
An hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Ooh, fumble.
Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now move to the bottom of the third inning. It's 5-1 after Alex Perry, who was hit by a pitch, stole the base, advanced to third on the error, came around to score on the wild pitch there in the top of the third inning. For ICC, it'll be the 2-3-4 batters due up: Matthew Martin-Olich, Will Verdong, and Gray Bain.
Martin-Olich reached on a single his last at bat, so you'd love to see the leadoff batter of this inning to get on with Martin-Olich. The only way we're going to start chipping away at that 5-1 lead that they have, so as he takes ball one there.
That pitch low and outside to Martin-Olich, who said had a single, as he takes that one low as well. 2-0 now is the count. Of course, he was part of our double dip on our What a Play Wednesday when he had the walk-off hit in the bottom of the ninth against Coahoma. As this one hammered. Got a chance. Back to the wall. See you later. Matthew Martin-Olich.
Yeah, he saw his pitch and he was on it. I saw it sitting right here. I knew when he had that swing on that ball, he was right on it. And that one was gone from the get-go, so there was a no doubter right there. That does get the Indians that run back now that they lost last inning, so it's a 5-2. And Martin-Olich is off to a great start today with a single and a home run.
Well, last ball game, his Uncle Johnny was working in the garden. If he is now, he's screaming all the way from down south in, I believe, Bay St. Louis.
Yeah,
and the Indians getting a little carried away there, and the umpire is coming over to have a word with him, and Rick says, "Don't worry, I'll take care of this," as they threw up some fake money whenever Martin-Olich got to the dugout. And
that's little things that, and I don't know what they're talking about down there now, but apparently something has happened that did not please Rick, and he's extremely mad. I don't know what happened.
I don't know if somebody gets ejected in that situation.
Turn the music up.
And we'll and up. So turn it up. As we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back. We never got a signal of what happened there as the ball up the middle. Shortstop finds it, throws across the way. Is in time, 6-3. To retire Verdon on a great play, and do apologize I was unable to get the cameras switched around in time there, but very heated conversation there in the exchange after that home run. We've played 3 in softball. It's 2-1 ICC in the lead there. This is going to be a ground ball, and it's going to get through for a base hit.
Yeah, that's a good piece of hitting right there. First pitch swinging by Bain, and the ball gets between third and short easily, and that's a clean single.
Number 2, Jackson.
So there is 1 out in the inning now, as ICC makes it a 5-2 contest after that home run. That pitch in there for a strike, and this is Jackson Lee, who struck out swinging in his only appearance of the contest so far. There's a breaking pitch, and the umpire took a step back like he wanted to call it a strike, but held off and called it a ball.
Yeah, 1-1 count now, 1 out. Do have a runner at first.
So away to the 1-1 pitch here. That one falls off. No, calls it a strike.
It's
that was not a strike. And Coach Collier just got his warning. Oh, no, ain't got no room for that. For one of the ICC fans. Brad, if you need to step away, totally understand. Well, this is unfortunately what happens when ICC and Pearl River get together in baseball. Tensions are already high, as 1-2 now is the count. This one fouled off and will stay at 1-2.
Yeah, great job there of battling at the plate.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first here for the Indians. They trail 5-2 here in the bottom of the third. And you're going to see it hitting.
Hit by pitch.
So Lee will head down. That is the second batter to be hit by a pitch today for Pearl River. ICC's also hit 1, and now this will be Bo Rock coming to the plate. So Rock will dig in with 1 out, runners at first and second here in the bottom of the third inning. Rock looks at that pitch. It's in there for a strike.
Rock singled his last at bat right now and could use that again to score another run for the Indians. But 1 out, got a prime opportunity here if you're Bo.
So Rock digging in, winning the 0-1 opportunity here. It's missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, you got a lot of passion and emotion, and it tends to happen there when Pearl River comes to town in baseball. And if you're the team on the field, if you're ICC, the players, you got to take that out of the equation and play ball. and hopefully that's what the players do, so that way they don't lose their focus and get caught up in the motion as that ball gets away from the catcher, but he pops up and does a good job of getting it back before the runners are able to advance on a pass ball.
Yeah, good job there by Parker Ryan. Got enough of a glove on it there to keep it in front of him and keep the ball just going to his right, and runners were unable to advance. 2-1 now is the count. Bo Rock at the plate with 1 out. 5-2 is the contest here in the bottom of the third. That pitch missing outside. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye there by Bo. Good patience at the plate. Making Dennis throw more pitches and work for this at-bat. So good job by Bo.
We do got some clarification on the situation that just went down before that, as that's going to load the bases now with a walk. So it was what we thought it was, only it was Matt Burdon who is ejected for using the prop to celebrate for the home run.
That was Burdon that was ejected.
Yes, and he might have been scheduled to be the Game 2 starter. We're going to have a quick meeting on the mound here. We're going to take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the umpire going to break up this meeting on the mound here, as Dennis will stay on the hill for the Wildcats. There is 1 out now. This is going to be bases loaded for Jackson Settlemeyer, who reached on an error after the pitcher and catcher collided going in on a ground ball. And this one's going to be lifted. Left fielder's going to jog over, and it should be deep enough to score the run, and it will be. And they're going to throw it in, and ICC will add another run to the board.
A sac fly there. Good job by Settlemeyers to get the RBI in, and it does advance the runner to third. We do have 2 outs now, but you got a first and third situation for Eli Hancock.
So 2 outs in the inning now. That sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They remind you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. The ICC BSU meets Monday nights at 7:07 on the farewell tour for Brother Chris Burrows, who is retiring as the director of the BSU after this school year. As this pitch is popped up, left fielder should have a routine play on this one. He will scoot over, camp under it, and will record the out. The Indians do add 2 more runs to the board to make it a 5-3 contest. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here in Fulton. We'll be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best star here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here to move to the top of the 4th inning. ICC trailing number 2 team in the country, 5-3 in baseball. We'll get a scoreboard update here for you as it is 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning in game 1 between ICC and Pearl River down there at Pearl. So pair of ball games.
2-1.
2-1 after 4 complete now. In favor of ICC.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
No,
that might
good.
be complete information. Might be good information. I'm only here for half the story, folks.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just curious.
As
Number 2, Blaze Breerwood.
go wide here on the shot as I update the Twitters. Remind you can follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. As this is going to be Blaze Breerwood to start us off here.
Yeah, Brady comes in and gets ahead the count. He right there. Good. No, he doesn't. I'm sorry.
Now, say step back like he was going to call it a strike again, but opted to call it a ball.
My bad. That's a ball 1. So now Blaze gets hit by a pitch. Oh, the umpire says no, bringing him back. No, he didn't award it.
Say he did stop him, and
oh, Lord have mercy.
As Coach Carter's going to come up and ask the home plate umpire if he stuck his elbow out. The home plate umpire is going to say, yes, give me a chance to talk to the infield umpire in that situation. And so we'll see. And they're going to leave him over at first base. Said he did not stick the elbow out in that case.
Number 3, Marshall Phillips.
So it will be a hit by pitch to Breerwood.
Runner at first. No outs. Pick move over there by Brady was not in time. So ICC again was able to cut the lead to cut Pearl River's lead to 5-3 in the bottom of the third. So, but they do get the leadoff runner on. Leadoff hitter on. I'm having.
Yeah, I'm all
over.
We're trying to do 35 things at once. Is all it is.
So anyway, runners at first with no outs.
The pitch has not been thrown home yet, as this is Phillips at the plate. Stands in, looks at that pitch high for a ball. Well, that's always the fun part of having to multitask, as like the Indians are going to get Reese Ruth up to start getting loose in the bullpen. 1-0 is the count here to Phillips.
Good pitch.
And that pitch is in there for a strike. And surprised ICC fans didn't say anything there, as you saw Phillips kind of put that elbow up again. And that's been an argument on the last 2 hit by pitches.
Yeah, you're right. You cannot throw your elbow out in any way as he swings through that one for strike 2. You can roll that shoulder. If it's an inside pitch, you can roll your shoulder.
You can move with the ball, but not against the ball.
That's exactly right. And so that's kind of what the argument is with ICC and Coach Collier was. But,
that pitch just missing low. 2-2 now is the count. And it's one of those, if you're Ian Montz, you're looking back saying, hey, you rung me up on that one. So 2-2 now is the count here on Phillips. And that pitch missing inside, and 3-2 now is the count.
You don't want to lose him if you're Brady out there now. You know, you've worked hard and you got him to this point, got 2 strikes on him. You sure don't want to get to this point and lose him.
3-2 pitch. Hit hard, and it's going to drop, and this one's fair ball down the line. It's going to go for extra bases. Probably going to add another run to the board here. No, they're going to hold him up. Great job getting that ball in quickly, as that will be a double across the way for Marshall Phillips. But I'll tell you what, who's in left field for us? That is Eli Hancock. And he found an extra gear and barehanded that and zipped that thing in. I thought the run was going to score with ease that
Number
time.
8, Parker Ryan.
Yeah, Hancock did a good job of cutting that ball off to prevent the run. Of course, personally, if I'm the third base coach, they kind of slowed him down. So I don't think they were going to try to throw him anyway or run him anyway and try to advance him, and that's going to be a hit by pitch.
And so now the home plate umpire is telling him to come back.
Nope.
Because apparently new rule is hands is part of the bat. Because we had something called like that last week or against Kahoma. And so that will be a foul ball for strike 1.
Yeah, we learned that one last week. Hands are part of the bat, and that was one I did not know that had been put in play. But
I hadn't
anyway,
either.
that's strike one is what that is.
Even the home plate umpire, the batter took his glove off, was trying to show him where it hit him on his upper part of his arm, or maybe around his wrist, instead of his hands. And home plate umpire's like, if I were to overturn this call right now, they'd have to call the cops.
Yeah. So
0-1 is the count here to Parker Ryan. Runners at second and third, and
they're saying now he balked because Brady Davis started, and they did, and he did.
So the runs will come home in that sense. And runner will come across on the balk, so it makes it a 6-3 score. I'm going to turn our crowd mic down, or off in that sense. So runner goes from second to third in that situation. 6-3 is your score now. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike two. 1-2 with the balk is the count. So that was Breerwood that came across to score. One-two pitch. This one fouled back. It's going to get out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. So 1-2 now is the count. Runner on third. Pitch is on its way, and it's in the dirt. Locked up nicely there by Bain. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 1 run is scored here. No outs. No outs. And there's strike 3.
Great job there by Brady to battle out of that and get the first out of the inning. Still got a first and third situation.
And so that is his third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And now Brodus will come to the plate. He struck out looking in his last at bat. He had a single but was picked off in the first inning, and 1-0 now is the count. Well, as anticipated, it's always an interesting time when ICC and Pearl River Baseball get together, whether it be in Fulton or in Poplarville. This pitch popped up. Bo Rott's going to give chase, but it's going to get out of play, and it'll be a 2-1 count now here on Brodus.
Yeah. So still got a runner at third. Adam, is that right? I'm sorry.
Yep. Runner at third. That is Phillips, who doubled and advanced to third on the balk. 2-1 pitch coming here. Off speed high. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third here for Pearl River. They're up 6-3 in this one. This one popped up. Center fielder having to shield his eyes to find it. Will do so, and it should be deep enough to score the run, and it will be. And Pearl River will now take a 7-3 lead on that sacrifice fly. RBI there for Brodus. That will score Phillips.
Number 7.
And now with 2 outs in the inning, this will be Soper coming to the plate. Soper was part of a pickoff, that pitch in there for a strike. He was actually not picked off, but it was a 1-3-5-2 pickoff to end the second inning as they got the runner out at home. As that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Nobody on base here for Pearl River.
Yeah, so got 2 outs, 2-1 count here. And again, this is Soper at the plate. And he fouls that one back. Evens the count now 2-2. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
The Indians would love to find the exit in what has been an eventful top of the 4th inning. Davis gets set to deliver the pitch. It's in the dirt. 3-2 now is the count. Give us a little bit more net sound here as things have kind of calmed down between the fans. 3-2 pitch coming, and it's in the dirt. That'll be ball 4, and we'll see if he will not try to go to second after the wild pitch. So that'll be a 2-out walk issued there to Soper. And now this is going to be Alex Perry due up, but Coach Collier is going to make his way out to the mound. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Welcome back, as we do have a call to the bullpen here, brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. As Reese Ruth is the new pitcher here for the Indians. That ball at the middle, diving stop, and the toss over is in. No, he dropped the ball.
Well, I was going to ring him up, call him out, and then he saw the ball fall, and so runner safe at second.
Be a fielder's choice E4.
Number 12, Logan Walters.
As we said, he had the ball but just dropped it. And just when it rains, it pours. And right now it's pouring on the Indians. And Pearl River doing a good job of taking advantage of that. And now this is going to be Walters coming to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike one. Walters 0 for 1 of the day. Walt scored in the first inning, flew out to left for the first out of the third inning. So this is going to be a ground ball. This is going to be a foul ball, and 0-2 now will be the count here to Logan Walters. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. You got runners on first and second here for Pearl River.
Ruth is out of Etowamba. Played his ball at IHS. He's got 5 appearances on the year, 0 wins, 1 loss. 18 2/3 innings pitched, as that one is chop foul. I guess I've given up 26 hits on 14 runs. Has 13 base on balls and 23 Ks on the year for a 5.79 ERA.
He's one of those that has grown up well throughout the season, struggled early on, but has settled into his role as a middle relief type guy. And that pitch in the dirt blocked up nicely by Bain, 1-2. Not a bad spot to miss when you got one to throw away in that case.
No, not at all. Good job there, too, by Bain and blocking that up. And, again, we've got a 1-2 count here, 2 outs. Indians probably looking to try to get out of this inning, got it because the Pearl River does have a runner in scoring position. The ball is just chopped in front of the plate. Bain's going to come up, make the throw, and gets out.
Big-time play there by Bain to get the Indians out of the inning and keep the minimum to a damage. 2 runs there in the top part of the 4th. We're going to come back and talk about the bottom half of the 4th inning. ICC trails at 7-3. Back with more right after this.
Ration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Number 9, Ty Robertson.
And welcome back. It's going to be the 9-1-2 batters due up here for the Indians. Ty Robertson, who had an RBI single, swings the first pitch he sees, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Of course, Ty staying hot here for the Indians. His second hit of the game. 6th hit of the contest for the Indians. And now this will bring up Drew Capobianco to the plate here for the Indians. No outs and a runner at first. Ball gets away, but a nice job of blocking that one up there, as 1-0 is the count here to Capobianco. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Lined out to the shortstop and grounded out to the first baseman, in his most recent at bat. 1-0 is the count. That pitch missing for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here on Capobianco. Well, Indians score 2 in the bottom of the 3rd, but Pearl River battles back to get those runs back in the top half of the 4th. ICC wants to see if they can continue to heat up the bats here, as Cap looks at that pitch high for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. Now we're going to have a brief meeting on the mound here. As 3-0 is the count. Ty Robertson got a hit to start the inning. As we said, just a quick meeting between the minds there. As this is going to be Cap at the plate with a 3-0 count. Dennis on the heel here, getting set to deliver the pitch. That one right down the middle is Capobianco taking the whole way that time. It's still 2-1 in softball in favor of ICC as they head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1 pitch coming here, and it's going to be a walk. Kind of had to wait a second to see what that pitch was going to be called, and the umpire will say it's a walk. That's only the second walk of the game issued by Dennis. He has hit 2 batters. That might do it for Dennis there, as we're going to have a slow stroll to the mound here. We're going to take the break with them and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide! If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have a new pitcher in the game. Unfortunately, we can't really pick up his number. It's either 28 or 29 or 26. We know there's a 2 in the front part of it. He is a sidearm pitcher. Is that first pitch a fastball missing for a ball? Hopefully he'll turn his back to us long enough for us to be able to pick up the pitch, as this is going to be Matthew Martinolich. And he stays hot as he rips that one through and gets his 3rd hit of the game. The throw in got away, but a good job by the catcher to be heads up to have the wherewithal to back up that throw in. If he doesn't do that, it gets towards the dugout and ICC scores a run. So it is 28 on the mound. And that is going to be Belsom, Jordan Belsom, taking over here. No outs, bases loaded here for the Indians, and this is going to be Will Verdong. Verdong is 0 for 2 today, as this is going to be a foul ball for strike 1. Both of his at-bats, he's hit the ball hard, but it's been a great play by the shortstop to come in and make the play to be able to record him out twice. 0-1 is the count here to Verdong, with Belsom, your new pitcher, on the hill here for Pearl River. That pitch drifts outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Bases loaded for the Indians. No outs here. Prime opportunity for the Indians to try to get back into this contest, trailing 7-3. We're in the bottom of the 4th. So that pitch missing low and outside. Nice job there by Parker Ryan to slide in front of it, keep it in front of him. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, nowhere to put him. As that one missing low and outside. 3-1 now is the count. He'll here to Will Verdung.
Yeah, good opportunity here for the Indians, as you mentioned, Adam, to bases loaded, no outs, and get Verdung at the plate. This is one of the guys you want there in this situation if he gets that pitch he wants and he sees.
There's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman's going to have to hurry. The throw home is in time to get. No,
he safe.
Comes off the base.
Ooh.
So a break there for the Indians as Coach Avalon was coming out in a hurry to argue that call. The home plate umpire met him halfway and said he came off the bag or came off the base. He was looking like he was trying to turn 2, so may have pulled the foot off the plate before there, so that will be a fielder's choice. And I don't know if you call that an E2, I guess you have to, since he didn't tag the bag because the throw was good. So the Indians get the run on the board, and that first pitch across a strike to Gray Bain. Well, we've seen a little bit of everything in this game.
Yeah, it's been an exciting game, and as you probably have mentioned, as I had stepped out for a minute, Bell's pitching there has a different delivery that the Indians are going to get used to. He's kind of got that sidearm, right-handed delivery, three-quarter style, drops downside too, and so different look on the ball, different spin on the ball, as he calls that one a strike. That's the second strike right there. Bain really didn't agree with that, but 1-2 count here, but different look now, so the Indians kind of got to change and adapt to what they're seeing out there with a different spin on the ball.
No outs, 1-2 count, bases loaded here for the Indians. That ball outside, but another great job there. You know, we talk about the batters having to pick this up, but also Parker Ryan has had a chore of staying in front of this ball. A lot of those getting away, and he's kept at least another run off the board here for the Indians. So Bain awaits the pitch, and this time this one's going to get away, and it's going to score another run for the Indians.
Yeah, that one was too far outside. That wild pitch was way out, and he couldn't get out there. It was just, and of course, Coach Avalon's fitting to make a change here, Adam.
And so we're going to have a quick meeting on the hill here, and yes, they are going to pour it towards the dugout as we're going to take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide! This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back, and once again, trouble picking up the number of the new pitcher on the mound here. But either way it goes, ICC has runners on second, third. It is a full count situation, so.
Yeah, Coach Avalon changed in the middle of that pitch sequence there when that wild pitch came out. So it's a 3-2 count.
And a swing and a miss there at the high fastball. I believe that is Luke Lyon.
I believe you're right. I think it's 35 if I'm seeing that correct out there.
Number 2, Jackson Lee.
And that's what you like for your stats. Throw one pitch and you get a Renaissance Bank strikeout.
Absolutely. Well, Lyon, if it is, I think it is, he's a right-handed, he's a redshirt sophomore, right-handed pitcher. 8 appearances on the year as he throws ball 1 right there to Jackson Lee. He does have 2 wins to his credit, no losses, 20 in the third innings pitched, 16 hits given up, 7 runs, 6 base on balls, 27 Ks. Good ratio there again, as we're seeing, is that strike 1, 1-1 count. Again, 27 Ks to 6 base on balls, 3.10 ERA.
So 1-1 now is the count. ICC trailing by 2. Tying run is at second here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So that pitch just a bit outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update is now Pearl River 4-2 after 5 complete in softball. So this one fouled back, and count will go 2-2 now here on Jackson Lee. Lee is officially 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. He was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. 2-2 pitch on its way, and this one just going to be flared out to right field. 1 run will score. They're going to ask the tying run to score here. He's going to have to hurry. The throw is not in time. Tie ball game.
Yeah, great job. A great piece of hitting right there by Jackson Lee. Again, showing why his batting average is where it is, and being 455 coming into today, 3rd in the league. He does a great job of putting the bat on the ball, and that's really all he did right there, but it was great. It was ended up being a line shot in a sense in between 1st and 2nd, and that ball dropped, and it does score 2. So that brings up Bo Rock, ties the game here.
So 7-7 is your score now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. As Rock swings on this one, he's going to slice it foul for strike 1. But yeah, he just stuck the bat on the ball, put it out there, got enough of the barrel on it to put it out there where they ain't, as they say. And 2 runs scored, and we've tied at 7. So 0-1 is the count, 1 out. Runner at first here for the Indians. Nice pitch, paints the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, that was good pitch right there. 0-2, line head on Rock here. Ooh,
that pitch.
Yeah, I figured he was.
Strike, and that is strike 3.
I thought it was. He waited so long, but
I was with you. That's the reason why I was like, is that not? And it was. Good pitch there that basically ran off the edge of the table and right at the knees for a strike for the 2nd out of the inning. And now this is going to be Jackson Settlemeyer. He had a sacrifice fly in his last at bat. It's a snap throw to first. It's not in time. Indians have scored 4 here in the bottom of the 4th to tie this one up 7-7. Set pitch, outer edge for a strike.
Yeah, good pitch right there on the outside part of the plate. Excellent placement there. So ahead in the count already. Line is 0-1.
Settlemyre couldn't adjust to the slightly off-speed type pitch there. 1-1 now. Or excuse me, 0-2 is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runner at first here for the Indians. Snap throw over to first, not in time. We've seen a couple of pickoffs today. One of them was on purpose. They were trying to get the run down to get the score home, but ICC was able to knock that one down. This one fouled off and will stay at 0-2.
Yeah, great job right there by Settlemyre to get a piece of that to stay alive. Just kind of had him off balance there with his swing. So Lyon had a good pitch there, but again, great job by Settlemyre to just get a piece of it to foul it off and stay alive here in the battle here. 0-2 still, 2 outs.
Pitch on its way. This one hit hard, and it's going to get through for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at second. And a great job there. Great at bat by Settlemyre.
Yeah, it was. That was an excellent at bat there again, and that's again you're seeing why ICC leads the MACCC with team batting average. Because you're facing good pitching right here, and ICC does a good job putting the bat on the ball and just putting the ball in play, and that's what they're doing, and they're getting hits, and so. We're here with Eli Hancock toward the bottom of the lineup, and those guys are still doing it and producing.
7-7 is your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs. That fastball just missing inside for ball 1. And now you're starting to hear some of the Pearl River fans barking at the home plate umpire. If you heard one of the ICC fans bark at them saying, "Welcome to our world." So business starting to pick back up in the peanut gallery as this pitch fouled right back into your living room. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, just kind of a check swing there by Hancock. Wasn't able to pull the trigger and get the full cut on it. And so just a check swing, was able to foul it back. So 1-1 count here. Again, 2 outs. We do have a runner in scoring position at second.
This one popped up. Could be trouble. Third baseman giving chase, but will find it in foul territory and make the catch. But the Indians do put 4 on the board to tie it at 7. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning. 7-7 is your score here between ICC and Pearl River, the number 2 team in the country. They've played 5 in Pearl River, and it's 4-2 in favor of Pearl River. That's game 1 in softball.
So that's quickly Ruth ahead in the count here, up 0-2 on Montz. So Montz took that strike right there, and so Ruth ahead here. Good pitch.
Yeah, not a bad spot to miss. Couldn't get him to chase one there, and 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job hitting your spots right there, and that's what Ruth did, and that's all you can ask for right there.
That pitch inside. 2-2 now is the count. I've got this as Montz, Hickman, and Breerwood due up for Pearl River here in the top of the 5th. This game's scheduled for 9 here in game 1. As this is going to be a ground ball right to the first baseman. Easily scoops that one up, and Rock will step on the bag for out number 1.
Yeah, kind of off speed or a, I don't know,
Number 11.
breaking ball, some type of breaking pitch there, slider from Ruth, if you want to call it that. And Montz was able to turn on it, and just kind of chopped it down the first base side. Easy field there for Bo Rock to get the first out of the inning.
There's a breaking pitch and low at the knees, but called a strike. As Tristan Hickman, who had the grand slam in the first inning, popped up to second to end the 3rd. Hammers this one. It's going to drop for a base hit out in right field.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there, kind of inside-out swing right there, but was able to line that ball to right field there, and the clean single there for Tristan Hickman.
Number 2, Blaze Breerwood.
So now this will bring Breerwood back to the plate here. He was hit by a pitch, scored on a balk, and he also flew out to left field to end the 1st. The pickoff over at first and not in time. Breerwood playing second base as he fouls this one back and out of play. 0-1 now is the count. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. Indians would love to find a Little Caesars double play here. As shows bunt and pulls it back and takes it for a ball, though. 1-1 now is the count.
Well, Ole Miss is up in the top of the 7th on Florida. They did not play last night. They're up 5-3 in top of the 7th. State's following suit with yesterday in Starkville, bottom of the 7th there. Vanderhe's up 8-2. At least it's not 26 to whatever it was last night as that ball's hit up the middle. Could be a double play ball.
1, and there is 2.
Good job there.
The Little Caesars double play to end the inning. And ICC will come to the bat in the bottom half of the inning with the game tied at 7. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-7 is your score for ICC. It'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up here in the home half of the 5th. Brad, I want to ask you maybe an impossible question. Game recap so far.
Woo. That is an impossible. It's not impossible, but there's so much to tell. And it's been an exciting day out here again with the great weather. And folks, again, we are just in the bottom of the 5th here, so plenty of time to come join us and see us, and then see the next game, which is a 7-inning affair. But good hits coming in this game, but also some good pitching. But you got a lot of runs on the board, a lot of activity as far as different calls that have been made that we're learning that do apply to NJCAA now that used to not. And so it's been an ejection of a player, and we've had to throw warnings from the umpires. And so it's typical ICC Pearl River baseball here at Roy Crescent Field.
And the first pitch from Robinson's popped up. Right fielder is camping back and will find it for out number 1. First time that Ty has been retired this afternoon. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's your best friend if you're a pitcher.
Yeah, most definitely. And
Number 35, Drew Capobianco.
going back to that, what I was talking about before we left the last inning, it was 26-3 last night that State showed up, and it was a close game with Vandy. But
Vandy's good.
Yeah, they are. As that strike one. No, it's not. I'm just
ball
kidding.
One.
I thought it was, but again, I'm waiting. I'm trying to out-call the umpire. But Arkansas slipped up and took LSU last night. But, you know, the big thing that I know you want to talk about, Adam, and I know you're proud of this, is that's ball 2 right there, is your Irish last night.
Yes.
And we do talk about that because they played Louisville, number 9 Louisville last night in the top 10 and knocked them off as they fouls that one back. Capobianco does for a 2-1 count here. But they play again today. They're not playing yet.
So I think we got the nightcap on the ACC network tonight.
You do. So, again, exciting right there for the Irish. Rebs, I think, are doing a double. Oh, that one's a flare down the left field.
Just foul.
Wow. Rebs, I guess, are having to play a doubleheader today.
Yeah, so I think they're doing a double dip today. And, of course, that weather that passed through last night and kind of negated that. 2-2 now is the count. Yeah, my Irish, kind of like my granddaddy said, blind chicken gets some feed every once in a while. Well, the Irish was able to get a win there over Louisville.
Yeah, well, now I'm showing a Saturday schedule. It says that game's postponed, Adam.
The
Irish and Louisville
okay.
Already. I didn't know they'd call it postponed.
I didn't know they either.
So anyway, that's what I'm showing on the app here. Is that's full count here to Drew Capobianco. Ooh. Don't take that
yep. You say you can't take that pitch in that situation, as that is going to be strike 3 called there. And that is going to be the 3rd
Number 34, Matthew Bartnall.
strikeout of the game.
Yeah, that was too close to be taken in that situation, especially with 2 strikes. Kentucky's continuing to play some good ball here after they swept State and made them look pretty bad last weekend. That's strike 1 to Martin Ollins, who's having a heck of a day. Got 2 singles and a home run?
Yep, Marty is 2 runs scored and a RBI as well. Got an 0-1 count here. And chases one outside, 0-2 now is the count. And I tell you what, Luke Lyon has just come in and said, give me the ball, let me throw it, and let's do some work, fellas.
He has.
0-2 now is the count.
You're exactly right, Adam, on that. Did have a couple of little runs scored on him, some good piece of hitting. That's strike 3 again. Indians can't take pitches like that when they got 2 strikes.
Yep, another good pitch there by Lyon. 3 up, 3 down go the Indians after back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts to end the inning. We're heading to the 6th inning as we'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors. 7-7 is your score. Back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're heading to the top of the 6th inning. 8-9-1 batters due up here for Pearl River. Phillips, Ryan,
Number 3,
and Brodus
Marshall Phillips.
in the top of the 6th. And score is 7-7. ICC scores 4 in the bottom of the 4th to tie it up here. So that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. This is Reese Ruth, who has entered the contest. Cortez Dennis got to start. Brady Davis got to start for the Indians. Both those guys off the hook.
Oh,
and a breaking
nice
pitch.
Breaking
wow.
Pitch.
Write him a citation on that one, as he didn't use a blinker. As that one looked like it was going to hit the batter and just rolled over twice into the strike zone. 1-1 now is the count. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now. The count.
But yeah, as we were talking, some great baseball in the area today. They're at Oxford playing number 3 Florida, and State's playing Vandy, and then of course here. And so that's strike 2 right there on the outside part of the plate. Good placement there by Ruth. But nothing beats what's going on here at Roy Crescent Field. Right?
Exactly. I don't know why anybody would be anywhere else right now. This is going to be a flare out to the right field. Right fielder's giving chase. It will drop for a single.
Yeah, great job of getting out there to field that by Jackson Lee to get over there and cut that thing off. It was close to the foul line out there, but did drop fair, and so great job of him to field that cleanly and keep it at a single, and that does bring up Parker Ryan.
That was the second hit of the day for Phillips, who had double in his previous at-bat. Now Parker Ryan coming to the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. No outs, runner at first. Swings on the first pitch he sees. This one, going to drop it is, and back-to-back hits now by the Wildcats. They're trying to get something brewing here in the top of the 6th inning as we head now back to the top of the lineup in Brodus.
Yeah, that was a clean single. First pitch swinging, and just a clean line drive out there. Dropped in over the second baseman's head in right field. Moves the runners up to first and second. Was not enough to advance the runner to third. So good for the Indians there, but still Pearl River has a runner in scoring position with no outs.
Breaking pitch in there for a strike, and again, you kind of have to wait on those borderline pitches because a lot of times he'll step back as if he's about to punch it, and then we'll hold off on it. He'll the home plate umpire, and then sometimes he'll carry through with it with the strike. That time he carried through. 0-1 now is the count here to Brodus. Swinging and missing at the breaking pitch there. 0-2 now is the count. ICC starting to send some guys down to the bullpen to start getting loose here.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there. Just had him confused on that last pitch there to bring it to 0-2. So Brodus was not on that one and was not expecting that pitch.
Ruth's pitch delivered here. Hammered. Third baseman will step on it, throw it across the way, and the stretch is there. Little Caesars double play.
Great job there by, well, what are they doing here?
Now they're going to appeal as the coach at the third base box for Pearl River is going to ask to appeal home to see if it was a foul ball. Quickly says no. 5 unassisted to 3 on the Little Caesars double play. So now this will be Sofer coming to the plate. He's walked twice, reached on the fielder's choice. And he'll dig in with 2 outs and a runner at second. Beautiful breaking pitch. And where in the heck did that one miss? That one was right down the middle. Belt high that time.
Runner still at second. That did, again, a double play, which the Indians had one last inning as they're going to check him when he did go around, I say it, so that's strike 1.
Maybe a makeup call there because I didn't think he committed to it.
Well, I didn't either, but I was going to go with it.
That's just the baseball god saying, hey, that last pitch should have been a strike.
Yeah. So Indians getting a double play last inning, a double play this inning to help out on defense. And, again, 2 outs, but they do have a runner, Pearl River does, in scoring position as he takes ball 2 right there. 2-1 count now to Soper.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second here for Pearl River from the top of the 6th. This game scheduled for 9 here in game 1. 7-7 is your score. That pitch on the corner. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, kind of that backdoor slider, if you want to call it, just coming in there and catching the corner there. So great job, great pitch by Ruth to catch it. Runs the count 2-2 as with 2 outs. 2's across.
So the 2-2 pitch, and it's in the dirt, gets away, and the runner will advance to third. Oh, that was a tough one there.
Yeah, I have to call that a pass ball.
Yep.
Could have been a mix-up in signals, and Bain could have been expecting a different pitch from what was thrown. I don't know, but it did advance the runner to third because the ball did reach the backstop.
So the count goes full here with 2 outs and a runner at third in a 7-7 contest here in the top of the 6th. Ruth looking for the exit. Pearl River trying to extend it with a 2-out hit here. Pitch on its way. There's Snow. Oh, a pitch that was called strike 2 and just a little bit too far outside for the umpire's liking. And
Number 17, Alex Perry.
that'll be a walk, and now this will bring Perry to the plate.
Yeah, first and third situation here again for Pearl River, as well as on defense for Etowamba. It's kind of that backdoor slider is what he went back to right there and on Soper, but not backdoor enough to come on in, so it ended up being a walk.
And that pitch is going to be in there for a strike, as this is Alex Perry coming to the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice that was mixed with an error in his last at bat. He was hit by a pitch, eventually came around to score after advancing on an error, stealing a base, and a wild pitch is that pitch. Great frame job as he pulled that one back in for strike 2. He also popped up to second in his first at bat.
Yeah, you mentioned a great frame job right there by Bain. Runs the count to 0-2. Ruth well ahead here.
This one hit hard, and that's going to get through and score a run. Just left one up in the zone that time, and a hard hit there by Perry. And Pearl River retakes the lead now, 8-7.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there by Perry. Line shot in between third and short. No one able to come up with that one. It's a clean hit right there. So single and RBI for Perry.
Yeah, tough walk on that borderline pitch. Open the door there in the Pearl River. And that's what you do when you're the number 2 team in the country. You give a team like that an opportunity, they make you pay, and they did it there. Breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, great, good job on that breaking pitch again coming in there. Of course, Pearl River's pretty much taking that pitch right now. They know it's a good pitch. They're not swinging at that pitch and not trying to hack down on that, which he did there, and between short and third, and that's a clean single. They're going to try to score the run, and
they will. 2-out hitting is big here for the Wildcats, as that's back-to-back RBI singles. That ball took a weird hop in the outfield, kind of popped straight up in the air. If it doesn't pop that way, it might have been a closer play at the plate, but Bain was almost as if he wasn't anticipating the throw home and reacted late to the ball. So the hits continue here with 2 outs in the inning. 2 runs have scored with 2 outs. It's now 9-7 in favor of Pearl River, and this is Montz. He's going to hit one up the middle. Second baseman's going to get it, toss it over for the out, but not before they can put 2 more runs on the boards. RBI singles from Perry and Walters puts 2 on the board. It's now 9-7 in favor of Pearl River. We'll take a break here. A few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza. They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me. And the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance. And I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want. And I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pearl River puts 2 runs on the board with some good 2-out hitting there in the top half of the inning. RBI singles by Alex Perry and Logan Walters makes it a 9-7 contest now. And for ICC, it's going to be the 3-4-5 batters due up here: Will Verdon, Gray Bain, and Jackson
Number
Lee.
16, Will Verdon.
Verdon has hit the ball hard today. He reached on a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. He's grounded out twice to the shortstop, but both of those plays by the shortstops were above average plays to retire Verdon. Will looks at that first pitch. It's going to be called a strike.
Good pitch right there on that outside part of the plate. Will couldn't pull the trigger. Strike one.
So 0-1 is the count here to Verdon. The Indians trying to see if they can find those runs that they gave away in the top half of the inning. Back here in the bottom half is that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, still the bottom of the 6th. Again, a lot of runs been scored in this game, so it's been an exciting offensive type game as Verdun puts a charge in that one. That's going to the same place that home run went for that other.
It is gone.
It's gone. Same place that Grand Slam went, Adam, in a similar area right there. And that may be a hot zone for it to carry, but great job by Verdun to cut the lead now to 9-8.
Yeah, I'm like you. It's just one of those spots that the ball is carrying today. It's almost like there's just a little bit of a breeze. The wind was not blowing according to the flag that time.
Number 14, Gray Bain.
That's going to be a solo home run to start the inning there, and a nice job by Verdun to get one of those runs back. And now Bain will step in, and he takes that first pitch for a strike.
Yeah, no outs, too, for the Indians, which is good. So, again, we continue to have an offensive affair out here as far as between bats, which we knew the Indians came into the game being one of the leaders in the MACCC with at the plate, and Pearl River one of the leaders in ERA.
0-2 pitch, swung on in the dirt, gets away. Going to have to throw it down to first to get the out, and they will. So a strikeout, 2-3 on the putout. And now this will bring Jackson Lee to the plate with 1 out. He had an RBI 2-run single in his last at-bat that tied the contest. He's also been hit by a pitch and then struck out swinging to start the game back in the first inning.
That home run by Verdun makes his 6th on the year, so team lead right there. They're going to check the swing to see if Jackson Lee went, and they're saying he did not.
I don't know that the first base umpire was paying much attention there, as he kind of took a second to say that he was safe on the swing. As this pitch fouled back, 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Nobody on here for the Indians. Game 1 between ICC and Pearl River. All conference games in Game 1 scheduled for 9 innings. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 now is the count here on Jackson Lee. So waiting the 1-2 offering, as there's 1 out and nobody on here for the Indians. Ground ball, first baseman will scoop it up and will run it over and touch the bag for the out. That one was almost in no man's land, but a good job hustling over to cover the bag by the pitcher. But Soper said, "I'm good, I've got it." Stepped on the bag for out number 2. Again, I do apologize that one camera, just for whatever reason today, is going berserk mode on us.
If you look at the scoreboard right now, you know, there's only been 2 innings apiece out of 6 that neither team has put a run on the board. ICC put a run on the board here in the bottom of the 6th with the solo home run by Verdun. So you're only looking at 2 innings apiece each by each team where a run has not been scored in an inning.
So 1-0 is the count, and just couldn't find that one, as this is Bo Rock at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout He singled and scored a run back in the second. So the 1-1 pitch. A healthy chop there, just couldn't catch up with the inside fastball. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, that ball was high and tight right there, and hard to get the barrel of the bat out on front on one of those, and especially that fastball right there. And Bo was just able to foul it back.
That ball in the dirt. Checked his swing, and they're going to say he did not go. And they're trying to check.
You can't check the first. You can't check the first.
They're going to say he's the batter's got his back turned to him, and the infield umpire just haphazardly just showed safe.
I mean, you can check the first, but like you say, his back's against it. I don't really know how our first base umpire is going to be able to make that call.
So 2-2 now is the count here to Rock. And dropped it. Well, it looked like the home plate umpire was ready to stand up and ring him up. He didn't call it a strike, as, again, we've seen that a lot of times today, and I can understand why the pitcher and catcher were confused there, especially the pitcher, because the home plate umpire stands up with the same cadence. Whether he's standing up to punch him out, or call a ball, he's been consistently doing that all day, though.
Well, it's almost like if he'd have caught that one, he'd have called it a strike.
As this pitch fouled off, we'll stay at 3-2. And that's kind of what I was thinking as well. As he was getting ready to pull the chain on it, but decided not to. And Bo Rock sees new life. 3-2 now is the count. So waiting the 3-2 offering here and lost him. So that'll be a walk issued there to Rock, and a nice at bat by Bo. Second time today he's been walked.
Yeah, good quality at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches.
Number 29, Jackson Settlemyers.
Good bat there, and that up the pitch count there of line. You know, again, we're in a 9-inning game here, so we're just in the bottom of the 6th, though, and they're on their 3rd pitcher of the day thus far. So running that pitch count up for line, that helps out too. So runner on base now with 2 outs.
This one hit hard to the right side. Right fielder will camp underneath it and squeeze it for the out. So a nice job there coming back and getting the out. As we've played 6, 9-8 is the score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as both umpires, or excuse me, both head coaches taking their time to give the home plate umpire earful. And okay, the argument was that the Pearl River pitcher coming off the mound had a few words to say to the home plate umpire, and the home plate umpire didn't say anything, and ICC fans upset that nothing was said. after something was said earlier in the game, as that's going to be a single by Hickman, and he stays hot. But yeah, so ICC fans were upset that he didn't say anything, and then don't really know why Coach Avalon might have been upset in that case. As looks like we are going to have a call to the bullpen. Call to the bullpen, or go ahead, Brad.
Well, no, I guess it's weird. The umpire went over to Avalon in between right there, and they had a conversation. And I don't know if he was telling him something or not. And then it just like the conversation got more and more heated the more they talked. And then Collier saw what he saw, and then I think he wanted to come in and talk too. So anyway, I don't know. I'm like you, but kind of a weird scenario. Maybe we'll get a little explanation on this. We've got a new pitcher coming on.
Yep, new pitcher in the game. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tribe! The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have a new pitcher in the game here. As this is going to be Breerwood to start us off here, and that pitch is going to be high for a ball. And Dr. Boggs introduces us to the new pitcher here, brought to you by Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy.
Yeah, got Eli Akins coming in. He's a freshman right-hander. As that pitch, runner takes second, steals, leaves, and the runner's thrown out. Great throw by Bain there to get the runner out at second there. Throw out there got Hickman out. And we got a 1-1 count here. So back to where we were with Akins. He's a freshman right-hander, 6'4", 200 out of Ripley. Played at Walnut. Where I had it right here. Okay, he's had 5 appearances.
There for a strike.
Yeah, 5 appearances on the year, 0 wins, 1 loss, 10 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 12 hits, 5 runs, 1 base on ball, 11 Ks, 4.22 ERA as that pitch is fouled back. Hangs in there, Breerwood does for strike 2.
So 1-2 is the count here on Breerwood after the pickoff or the caught stealing of Hickman gives us 1 out here in the inning. Breerwood up the middle, shortstop finds it, throws it over, and a nice stretch at first. And Martin Nolich pointing at Bo Rock saying, hey, good job. Thanks for saving me on that one. 2 outs now. Brad, we were talking about it jokingly in the exchange of commercials or exchange of the new pitcher here. And don't you know if you get assigned this game as a umpire, you probably wake up saying a bad word.
Yeah, I mean it's
it's nothing against either team. It's just always a high-spirited, just intense contest. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, a great breaking pitch there by Akins too. But yes, it's a high-spirited. Both coaches know each other well. They've coached against each other for a long time. As this ball 2 right there outside. And anytime I know we've played them here, it's just, again, like you said, Pearl River ICC athletic rivalries kind of started taking off over the years, and it's remained that. That's another good breaking pitch for strike 2. So
I know a lot of times you don't travel to some games, but I know I've been to Pearl River games for baseball that has been the same way.
Just the same way.
Yeah, they're going to appeal down, and they're going to say he did not go 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, I don't think he committed, so again, I think that's a good call. Full count here.
So waiting the 3-2 offering on this one. And walked him. It's that pitch up high for a ball. Again, I do apologize for this camera going berserk from time to time. Try to switch some equipment out in the exchange of games. And so now with 2 outs and a walk, this is going to bring Parker Ryan to the plate. He singled, advanced on a pass ball, and eventually came around to score on an Alex Perry single in his last at bat. He's also struck out and walked in the contest. Takes a healthy chop at that one for strike 1.
Yeah, out in front of that changeup right there, Parker Ryan was. Good pitch by Aiken.
So the Indians trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. A big looping breaking pitch and sneaks in that back door. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, way ahead right here. If you are Aiken, you got an 0-2 count here. Ooh, got him.
Got him looking at strike 3. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to end the inning. As we'll move to the bottom of the 7th. It's 9-8. Pearl River will take a break and be back with more right after this.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 7th inning. Reminder that this is game 1, so we play 9 innings here in game 1. ICC trailing this one 9-8. As the pitcher takes a little bit of a stumble there as he was trying to put a little extra juice on that one was Lyon. We want to probably give him another courtesy pitch, as that was supposed to be the one they throw down on just to make sure he's okay in that sense. And now they're going to give him one more. Brad, we do have a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update as softball drops game 1 to Pearl River 6-2. So Pearl River rallied to win that one in game 1. The Indians will be looking to try to get back and even things up with a win in game 2. And for ICC, it's going to be the 8-9-1 batters due up, and it's going to be Eli Hancock starting us off here. Eli is 0 for 3 on the game so far.
No, we've got,
this is new batter.
Yeah, and the umpire was pointing at him, so we got.
So Hayden Roberts will be at the plate here. Roberts getting his first at bat of the day. And he's working with a 2-0 count here. Is Roberts. 9-8 is your score. Bottom of the 7th inning. ICC and Pearl River here in game 1. That pitch in there for a strike. Umpire agrees. 2-1 now is the count. So Roberts trying to spark the bats here for the Indians. That fastball right down the middle. Wasn't looking for that one, and that goes for strike 2.
Yeah, 2-2 count. Kind of fooled him there. Lyons has. Of course, it's the first time, as we mentioned, Roberts has had a plate appearance today, so first time seeing Lyons, but got to swing the bat.
And he holds up on that one. And 3-2 now is the count.
And I want to check it again. Our catcher asked, did not receive any assistance from the first base umpire to check him, but 3-2 full count.
Payoff pitch coming. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Nice job there by Lyon coming in and getting the first out of the inning on the fastball. Got that unofficially as his 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and now it'll be Robertson coming to the plate here for the Indians. Ty is 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. This is that first pitch, and generous corner there, but he's been consistently calling that pitch a strike for both teams today, so you can't really break any boo birds out in that sense. So that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Ty's had a couple singles on the day, so love to see him crank it up right here and get on base somehow, some way, get that speed on base to help the Indians try to tie this thing up as he takes ball 2.
2-1 now is the count, and as you said it, just got to get on base. See if you can get the bats heated up here. I see both teams with 10 hits in the contest. Is that pitch? Ooh. Apparently low. 3-1 now is the count. That looked pretty darn good. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the inning. Ty pops this one up. It's going to drift over and will get out of play and kind of go 3-2 now.
At the top of the dugout, so still full. Bottom of the 8th in Oxford, Florida pulled ahead. And they're number 3 in the nation, 7-6. And if you're interested in Mississippi State, top of the 9th. Number 4 Vandy's ahead 10-5, a little closer than last night's fair.
Competitive today.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch coming. Jammed him, and it's going to drop for a base hit.
Good piece of hitting right there again by Ty. That's his 3rd single of the day. Gets on base, as we mentioned. That's going to give Coach Collier some options here because you got the top of the lineup coming up here with Drew Capobianco. You got some speed on the bases with 1 out, and you got Capobianco, the left-hander, up to bat.
It's the second time today we've seen an ICC batter kind of fight off a pitch and just drop it in shallow outfield to be able to get the base hit. Is that pitch high and outside for a ball? So you mentioned we're in the top of the lineup here with Drew Capobianco. He's 0 for 3 with the walk. He has scored a run. He scored on a wild pitch back a part of that 4-run inning for the Indians. Cap will dig in. Now the snap throw over to first. Not in time.
Yeah, they're keeping an eye on him over there. They know Pearl River's done their homework. They know he's got some speed. They've seen the speed today already. So definitely keep an eye on him.
That pitch called a strike. Some of the fans not agreeing with the call.
Frame job there. Good frame job by the catcher. It's happened both ways. We framed them too, and when I didn't think they were strikes, and they were called strikes. So part of that's the great job of a catcher.
So 1-1 pitch. And that one in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. So Cap's going to have to guard the dish here.
You need to put the ball in play. Trying to find a way to put the ball in play if possible.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. Hits this one, and what a stab over there at first. And does he get on the bag? They do, as the pitcher fell. And now are they going to, ICC fans were wanting to say that the pitcher, when he fell, interfered with the guy getting to first, and Coach Collier is going to come down and talk about this one. I would be really surprised if this one gets overturned.
Yeah, Coach Avalon's going to make a mound visit. He's going to the bullpen too.
So Coach Collier is going to have a conversation here. Coach Avalon's going to have a conversation with his pitcher, and they are wanting to kind of discuss things here in that situation. And like I said, I'm going to be really, really surprised if they overturn this one in this in this sense here as Coach Avalon is coming to the hill. And
I thought he already made the call to the bullpen, but he may not have. I thought
the home plate umpire was telling him to wait a minute as
he did.
It was they are going to make a call to the bullpen, and so that will be a change. I tell you what, let's take a break here from Ricky Murphy as he makes the call to the bullpen, being brought to you by Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy. When you're getting ready to make the call and make the move into your next home, maybe even sell your current home, give Ricky Murphy a call. Back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Trav!
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as new pitcher in the game, and the interference call was not made, so there is 2 outs in the inning, and this will be Matthew Martinolich coming to the plate. I don't know who to credit that last out to. I don't know who had the ball.
I don't either.
We're going to give it to the first baseman, though. As he made the stop, the pitcher kind of fell and rolled over the base as a swinging strike to Martinolich. Tying run is at second here. Indians down 9-8. That ball's going to get away, and so the runner will head to third.
Yeah, that advances the runner on that pass ball. Blake Hooks in for Pearl Rivers. We mentioned he is a sophomore right-handed pitcher out of Petal, Mississippi. Played at Petal High. 11 appearances on the year. He's got 2 wins, 1 loss. Does have 2 saves. 18 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits given up, 3 runs, 10 base on balls, 23 K. He's got a .96 ERA, so adds to that fabulous ERA staff there, pitching staff there at Pearl River, as that is ball 2.
Yeah, that one also almost got away. Another great play by Parker Ryan to keep that one in front of him, or we've got a tie ball game. 2-1 now is the count here to Marty. And that pitch inside, 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, and Hooks has kind of got that three-quarter style delivery where it's going to put a different spin on the ball, kind of going back to where you had with the prior pitcher in there. I can't remember which one that was at this point. We've been through 4, as that was fouled back.
It was either Lyon or, no, it was Belsom.
Belsom, yes, that's who it was. So Pearl Rivers kind of got some pitchers in their rotation who can come in and give a different look, give a different spin on the ball, give a different look to the batters.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here. Martinolich looks at that pitch on the outside for a ball. And Marty will draw the 2-out walk and put the go-ahead run at first.
Number 16,
and this will bring Will Verdung to the plate, who snuck a home run out in his last at-bat. Reached on a fielder's choice and has also grounded out 6-3 in his first 2 at-bats of the day.
Yeah, that was a great at-bat right there by Martinolich. I mean, he's very patient. It was, again, new pitcher. No one's seen him before. Came in, ran that count to full, and just took that last pitch there to draw a base on ball, still keep the inning alive for the Indians with 2 outs.
Verdung looks at that pitch, and it misses low. 1-0 is the count here to Will Verdung.
See if Coach Collier tries any type of first and third offense to try to draw a throw or something to try to get Robertson in there at third. He does not at this point. That's strike 1.
Yeah, nice job coming back in, finding the corner of the plate that time as Hooks has been trying to live on that outside corner, finally finds it there. 1-1 now is the count. There is 2 outs. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. Bottom of the 7th, ICC trailing this one 9-8. Ball in the dirt, blocked up nicely. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, as a right-handed batter here on hooks, you kind of got to get used to his delivery because his motion is leans more toward, if you're a right-handed batter, out around where it kind of looks like, the pitch is going to come basically on the inside part of you. So you've kind of got to get used to that. And then that arm motion, and again, of how that's going to mix in with the motion of the ball is he takes ball 3. So good eye by Verdung right there to keep things rolling here and got a hitter's count.
So 3-1 is the count with 2 outs. Tying run is at third here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Took a healthy chop at that one. Couldn't come up with it. Now 3-2 is the count.
Yeah, it was pitched down in the wheelhouse there, and he probably would like to have that one back. But still, 2 strikes here. Full count. Runners will be moving on this pitch.
So the 3-2 offering to Verdung. Fouls this one off, and we'll do it all over again. Tell you what, Marty got a heck of a jump. He was almost at second by the time contact was made. So we'll stay at 3-2 with 2 outs here. Indians trying to tie it up. Maybe even go ahead if we can get something down to the gap.
Gone.
Says, nope, we ain't going to get nothing down to the gap. We're going to get it out of the ballpark. And that's a 3-run bomb.
No doubter. Off the bat, we knew it.
As Verdung turned on that one, flexed on it, and put it out of the ballpark, and the Indians take an 11-9 lead.
That's back-to-back at-bats for Verdung with a home run. So his last at-bat, he had a solo shot, and now he hit a 3-run bomb to move the Indians up to 11-9. Great job of 2-out hitting by the Indians right there to keep the inning alive and put 3 runs on the board. Bases are cleared now for Bain.
So Bain will dig in, takes that first pitch inside corner for a strike. That was a big swing of the bat there, and it was just a question if it was fair or foul. It stayed fair by a good 3 or 4 foot. And now Bain takes that pitch, missing low. No, he says he calls it a strike. 0-2 now is the count on Bain.
So now that does move Martin Olich. Verdung. As that pitch is fouled back, that's his 7th long ball on the year, home run. And so he is still definitely in the team lead with home runs.
This is his 4th RBI of the day on that one as well. So 0-2 now is the count with 2 outs.
Well, that brings him to 38 RBIs, Adam. RBIs on the year, and that's definitely a team lead right now.
As the pitcher went to his motion, called time, and swapped the ball out. So 0-2 is the count here to Bain. He singled back in the 3rd. He was also hit by a pitch. Has struck out twice. And there's strike 3. You got to know it, and we've said it, Brad, time and time again today. You got to be ready to swing the bat in that situation. ICC was not. But they get a 3-run home run by Will Verdung to take an 11-9 advantage. We'll head to the top of the 8th and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the top of the 8th inning here. If you're just now joining us saying, why was that not the ball game? Well, we play 9 innings in the first game of conference play. And right now, if you're Pearl River, well, you're happy that you play 9 innings.
Yeah. If you're Etowah, you're saying, man, I wish it was one of those 7-inning games. Ooh.
As a breaking pitch and hits him. And that will be Brodus, excuse me. Taking one for the team there. We've seen that a handful of times today by both squads.
Yeah, they're working the inside part of the plate. Both squads have, both pitchers have, and they flirted with it, and it's ended up resulting in a couple of 2 or 3 or 4 players being hit by a pitch.
So this is Soper at the plate. Fouls this one off for strike 1, and right, I was like you. I was looking down at my sheet and heard the ball off the bat, and I was like, wait a minute, see where this one lands. But luckily for the Indians, it was a foul ball.
Yeah, Soper just stuck that bat out there, and I mean, made good solid contact. It was an outside pitch. It is an 0-1 count now.
Pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. This is Akins on the hill here for the Indians. He is now in line for the win if the Indians can find a way to hold on. So the 1-1 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
Great pitch right there by Aiken. Battle back in there. 1-2 count, well ahead here. So can afford to waste one if need be and try to see if you can get him to chase one out of the zone.
So waiting the 1-2 pitch. And you'll just have to take my word for it. It was fouled off that time. And we'll stay at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, and a runner at first here for Pearl River.
Oh,
swing and a miss for strike 3.
Took something off of that, had him fooled, and big strikeout right there. What a way to come back there by Aiken after hitting Brodus and putting him on base. So 1 out now with Perry up.
That was his second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Visit RenaissanceBank.com to find out why.
Ooh, good pitch.
Yeah, beautiful breaking pitch over for a strike, and Atkins starting to get in a little bit of the rhythm here.
Yeah, like I mentioned, he's a big guy out there, very, very tall, 6'4", if that's right, according to the roster.
First, not in time.
But freshman. So, yeah, I got him at 6'4", 200. So, big guy out there. Looking forward to good things from him, not only this year, but next, too, Adam.
So, the 0-1 pitch, hammered. This one's out of here if it stays fair. And it's a fair ball, and that's a 2-run home run. Towering shot there. It was, again, one of those balls that was it going to stay fair? Was it going to go foul? And we've got a tie ball game again.
Yeah, he was well out in front of that when Perry was, and when I say well out in front, I mean he was a good bat on the ball. It was like you say, that it was just so close to going foul. Umpires had to run down the line there. Your home plate umpire was running down basically almost to third base to watch that ball and ensure that it did stay fair, and it did. Ties the game out of 11-11 now.
Well, if you would have told me when we got out here today, Gore would be in the bottom of the 8th at 11-11, you know what? I'd be like, it could happen. It's ICC and Pearl River.
I know. You're right. That's what I'm saying. You never know when you have these two teams facing each other in an athletic event, how it's going to turn out. And, again, they battle with each other and against each other and do a fantastic job. Makes for great events.
Breaking pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. There is 1 out here in the inning after that 2-run home run by Perry. Makes it an 11-11 contest. This one fouled right back into your living room. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, this is Walters up. He singled his last at bat. He does have a walk on the day, too, so got an RBI as well.
So we're waiting the 2-2 offering here. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
What a pitch right there. Great breaking pitch, kind of down in the zone. He had to go down after it. Wasn't able to stay on it enough to make any contact. So a swinging strike 3, and that's a K right there. That's the second K of the inning, and that gets it 2 outs.
So with 2 outs in the inning, breaking pitch hangs up high for a ball. That last strikeout brought to you once again by our friends over at Renaissance Bank. This one ripped but pulled foul. And now the count will go 1-1 here on Montz. Montz so far today is 1 for 4 with a single, a run scored, a strikeout. Grounded out to the second baseman. And they're going to say he committed to the swing there. 1-2 now is the count.
Great job right there. Good pitch. Got a one. You're ahead in the count. 1-2.
Breaking pitch and
He
just
says no.
couldn't get the frame job there. It was outside, but it was a great job by Bain to rip that thing back in there to try to get the strike call. But
again, trying to pull that backdoor breaking pitch in at him.
And that pitch missing outside. Couldn't get him to chase one after the breaking pitch on the corner. Now the count goes full at 3-2. So waiting the 3-2 pitch here. And it's inside, and that's going to be ball 4. Okay, I was going to say should have been ball 4, and now it is. As takes his time heading down, and the pitch was up in the zone that time as chirpy again out there in
Number 11, Tristan Hickman.
grandstands. But I do agree that pitch was up for ball 4.
I agree with you, and that's not what you wanted if you're Aikens right now because you got a hot bat with Hickman up.
Yeah, this is trouble. 3 for 4 today, a grand slam and a couple of singles. Is that pitch in there for a strike?
How many do you have him at? I know 4
I've got
RBIs.
him with 4. That's all I've got so
That's
far.
all I got too. Okay.
Indians looking for the exit here. See if they can keep this thing tied up. And Hickman tried to spring it open with that one. Big, healthy swing and a miss there. 0-2 now is the count.
Had him out in front of that one. Good pitch right there. 0-2. Aiken doing an excellent job of staying ahead in the count and can afford to waste one here. Great line shot basically down to Verdung. Pops up, gets out. Great scoop by Rock.
5-3 on the putout. Another good scoop, as you said there, by Rock over at third. Don't go anywhere, folks. Who knows what's going to happen? 11-11 is your score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza. If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 8th inning. 11-11 is the score. And right, this game we said it's had a little bit of everything and then some. ICC's got 12 hits, 11 hits for Pearl River. We've had double plays, we've had walks, we've had hit batters, we've had home runs, we've had grand slams. The only thing I don't see so far on my list of possibilities in this baseball game is a triple.
I don't see one of those either, but hey, stay tuned, folks. It's just the bottom of the 8th.
That pitch inside corner for a strike, as this is Jackson Lee, Bo Rocks, and Jackson Settlemyers scheduled up here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, if you're Coach Collier right now, you'd love – that's a great pitch, but it did not come back in far enough to be called a strike. You'd love to get that one run at least, maybe two possibly on the board to go into the top of the 9th.
So 1-1 is the count here to Lee.
Yeah.
Couldn't hold off on that one. Nice pitch on that inside corner. And 1-2 now is the count.
Again, it's that delivery, because the ball, if you're a right-handed batter, when the ball leaves his hand, the pitcher's hand, it is actually starting out. The ball is basically coming toward the batter, but then it comes back in toward the plate. So the release point is what can confuse you. That's ball 2 right there, because of how his delivery is and where that release is for hooks. So you just got to get used to that.
So Lee with a 2-2 count, no outs as he's starting us off here in the bottom of the 8th. And a good eye there. Works the count full at 3-2.
Yeah, great at bat right there, too. Being patient by Jackson Lee. Try to get on base. Anything we can do to produce base runners would be wonderful at this point. So good job to run the count to full.
And he walks him. Nice at bat, as you said there, Brad. Came back and found a way to win that battle. And that'll put the leadoff runner on, and this is going to be Bo Rock coming to the plate. Bo is 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a single and a strikeout. He has scored a run, and he's walked twice as well.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Bo to do some damage. You got Jackson on base right there at first. I don't know what they'll try to do. Well, Avalon's going to go to the bullpen.
So we'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back as we head now to the bottom of the 8th inning, and we do have a new pitcher in the game. And Brad, I'll give you the honors here because you came up with this idea first.
Well, hey, it's right now I got Bobby McGee. That's you, me, and Bobby McGee and Janice Joplin. Adam is coming in to pitch. Sophomore right-hander out of Petal, Mississippi. And excuse me, I was just now getting his number. So as we have Bo Rock up at the plate, and Bo shows bunt.
And bunts it back off the netting. 0-1 is the count here, and that shows you what type of game this is. You got a power hitter like Bo at the plate, and Indians trying to play some small ball and manufacture a run here late in the game.
9 appearances on the year by Bobby McGee, 2 wins, no losses, 16 and a 2/3 inning pitched as the snow throw over to first, not in time, giving up 14 hits, 4 runs, 9 base on balls to 19 Ks. 2.16 ERA.
So 0-1 is the count. Rock shows bunt. This pitch goes high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good job by Rock there to pull back. And Coach Collier, knowing how crucial these runs are in this game, like you say, Adam, taking the bat of Rock and seeing if he can lay the bunt down to advance with no outs, advance Jackson Lee over to second.
Jackson does have good speed over at first base. 1-1 is the count here to Bo Rock. Squares the bunt again. This time lays it down.
Fielded it.
And they're going to go to second. He's safe.
What a bunt right there by Bo Rock. And I'm going to tell you, that's one right over there that Alex Perry's going to wish he did not field.
Yep, I'm saying it looked like it was going to roll foul, and he thought he was going to be able to get the runner at second. That will be officially a fielder's choice on the sacrifice bunt. And now the Indians got runners at first and second here with no outs in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, Perry's going to wish he hadn't fielded that one so quickly. I mean, he was playing up because he knew Rock was going to bunt, and it was a good bunt laid down the line there, and it just flirted with the line long enough to where they're going to show bunt again and see.
So now throw down to second, not in time. That was close.
That was close right there. So if you're Jackson, you got to stay awake down there. You don't want to mess up what you've already created here, first and second situation with no outs. And again, you've got an opportunity here. If you are Coach Collier and Settlemyers, you could lay another bunt down and see if you can advance the runners to second and third potentially.
Yeah, most definitely want to get this one down that first baseline here in this case, as this is Jackson Settlemyers at the plate. That first pitch called a strike. 11-11 is the score here in the bottom of the 8th. Settlemyers shows bunt again, pulls back, and that one's going to miss for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good to hold off on that curveball right there at breaking pitch, trying to bunt it. That's a tough pitch to try to bunt and get down like he's going to want to. So good job there. Of course, first baseman coming in charging. They're expecting the bunt.
Shows it again. This time pulls back and don't know where that one missed.
I don't either, but he was shaking his head. He said it was a ball. So 2-1.
Wow.
I'm sure Pearl River's wondering where that one missed too.
So break there for the Indians, if you will. 2-1 now is the count here on Settlemyers. Got runners on first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the 8th. 11-11 contest here between ICC and Pearl River. This
down.
bunt is going to be down. Want to try to go to third. Did they get him?
Got him.
They got him. Well, a nice job there by the pitcher. 1-5 on the putout. And that's one of those bunts you got to get down to the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, and it was bunted too hard back to the pitcher. I mean, it was too clean to where the pitcher did not have to move too far or too far up to come forward to catch that or to field it. And so, again, it was an easy bang-bang play for the pitcher to get the lead runner out at third. So you still have runners at first and second, but this is not a bunting situation.
This is Roberts at the plate. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. He struck out swinging in his only plate appearance. He would love to redeem himself here with a base hit. So 0-1 is the count here to Roberts. Swings on this one, and the first baseman finds it, goes over to second, not going to have a chance, but then they're going to get him at third. Just ran through the bag that time in an unconventional double play. Gets the Wildcats out of the inning. Tough break there for the Indians. As we stay tied at 11, we'll head to the 9th. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker, empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional, comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries. every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the ninth inning. ICC and Pearl River doing what ICC and Pearl River baseball does, as Breerwood swings on the first pitch he sees, pops it up, left fielder jogging in, and finally makes the play as that one hung up forever for out number one. Brad, the Indians had a great opportunity there in the bottom of the eighth, but credit Pearl River for getting out of that inning with no damage done. We're tied at 11.
Yeah, if, you know, of course, you don't want to talk about ifs and ands, but as that ball is grounded to short, Martin Olich pops up with, throws him out. Easy 2 outs right quick. But if Pearl River were to come back, or I say come back, they're tied right now, win this game, that's one inning right there. Etowah will say that's where we lost the game right there, because they had a prime opportunity right there in that last inning to put a run on the board and be sitting here right now, Adam, in the top of the ninth with 2 outs.
So we may be having a change here as Parker Ryan, the catcher, is scheduled up. And looks like we're going to go with...
Is that number 6? Oh.
Katsaboulis, yeah. Jonah Katsaboulis. Katsaboulis, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate the pronunciation guide from our friends down at Pearl River. Most definitely right now.
Correct job.
So with 2 outs and Katsaboulis at the plate, swing and misses there for strike one.
Yeah, very helpful when each opposing team provides that for us. I hate more than anything butchering somebody's name.
That pitch missing low and outside, gets away, nobody on base to worry about there. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Indians trying to get the bats to the plate here, see if they got some walk-off magic in the bottom of the ninth. Breaking pitch hangs up, 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Aiken's done a good job coming in. You know, he had that 2-run shot he gave up last inning, but thus far I think he's done a great job coming in relief.
That pitch hangs up high. 3-1 now is the count. This is where Pearl River's been dangerous the other day. They've been able to manufacture, put together some hits and some runs with 2 outs in each of these innings here, so the Indians trying to avoid that. Breaking pitch, and that one a beauty. It's just looked like me throwing a fastball and just rolled over in there for strike 2.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. Brings the count to full.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here. And it's in the dirt and it's going to walk him. Maybe just a little too amped up that time. But a nice at bat there by Katsaboulis, who came in that pinch hit situation.
Number 5, Gabe Broadus.
And now we go back to the top of the lineup here.
Coach Collier going to probably, well, let's see, unless he's bringing in
someone from the infield.
Yeah.
We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Etowah Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family,
Roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back as we do have a call to the bullpen. I want to remind you when you're ready to make the call and maybe move into your dream home, sell your current home, maybe downsize a little bit. Give Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy a call. And I tell you what, today's game, Ricky has loved it because he's got his money's worth as we have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th pitcher of the game.
Most definitely, and this is Will Verdun coming in to pitch, moving from third, and then Dre McCray will come in at third to fill in there. Verdun is a sophomore out of Corinth at Corinth High School, and I'll give you the rest here shortly.
So waiting the pitch here, and it's going to be just high and outside for a ball, as this is Bordas, the shortstop, at the plate.
Verdun has 3 appearances on the year, 1 win, 0 losses, does have 1 save to his credit, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits given up. That's ball 2. 2 runs, 4 base on balls, 4 Ks, 4.50 ERA.
So 2-0 now is the count here on Bordas. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in his last at bat. Singled all the way back in the first nearly 3 hours ago. As that pitch high for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. All right, now if you're Verdun, deep breath and kind of just let that adrenaline settle down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, I mean, of course, he's been in the game all day playing third, and my goodness, got 2 home runs on the day, so got to get that adrenaline settled down and throw strikes on the mound. That's what he just came back and did. 3-1 count here on Brodus.
There is 2 outs here in the inning. A runner at first is representing the go-ahead run here in the top of the 9th inning. 3-1 is the count, and he walked him. Well, right now, if you're Verdun, put it behind you. Get that last out of the inning.
Number 7, Preston
Keep this
Soper.
thing tied up here, but Sofer coming to the plate. Heck of an athlete. He's walked 3 times today, has reached on a fielder's choice, struck out swinging in his previous at-bat. So we said this is where Pearl River does some damage today. It's been with 2 outs in the inning, and ICC trying to avoid that here. Soper looks at that pitch, breaks in the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, good pitch right there by Verdun. Take some deep breaths, get focused, throw strikes.
0-1 is the count here to Soper. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. 11-11 is the score. Verdun on the hill, checks the runner, now delivers. This pitch fouled back and out of play. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah. Now you're ahead, which is what he wasn't with the last batter. So now you're ahead. Got to be heads up back there if you Gray Bain right there behind the plate catching in case something's in the dirt. You definitely don't want the runners to advance over to third and second. So, again, heads up back there. Be alive behind the plate for Gary Bain. But this is Verdun can afford to waste one here if need be.
0-2 pitch on its way, and he does. Outside and missing there. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, kind of taking credit, kind of patting his chest. Verdun said, yeah, that's on me. He knew he wasn't on with that one. Got to come back here. Still ahead, though. 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 11-11 is the score here in the top of the 9th. Runners at first and second.
Ooh.
That pitch just hangs up high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah,
that's tough
pitch.
to hang off on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Adam. That's a tough one to lay off of. Great job, though, on the end of Soper.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second, top of the 9th. 11-11 is the score. Verdun will step off and look the runner back to second. And so we'll reset here. Game 1 between ICC and number 2 Pearl River. Indians trying to find the exit here to see if they can walk it off in the bottom half of the inning. Pearl River wanting to extend it with a 2-out hit. 2-2 pitch coming. Grounder, second baseman, is going to scoop it up, throw it over to the shortstop, and that will end the inning. Great job by Verdung coming in to get the out. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th inning. 11-11 is your score. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 9th inning. ICC tied with the number 2 team in the country, Pearl River, 11-11 here. And for ICC, it's the 9-1-2 batters.
Ty Robertson.
Due up. Ty Robinson will start us off here for ICC.
Yeah, and right now, Adam, that's the man you want up the plate to lead off the inning. 3 singles on the day. He's been on base 3 times, and he looks like, go!
Oh, the ball just took a friendly hop there off the mound right to the shortstop. I was like you, Brad. It's one of those, like, you just had to hold your breath for a second, hoping that it would get through. But a great job there at short by Brodus to knife over and get that out.
I firmly believe, and again, of course, you can't help it, but if that ball had not hit the pitcher's mound, of course, that gave it a little enough
lift.
Thank you, to where it was also held up enough to where shortstop was able to field it. Does that ball one? Yeah, I think I still didn't see him move. Okay. So anyway, I really think that Robertson would have been on base with that hit. That was a good opportunity.
That pitch paints the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Drew Capobianco. Drew is due. He is 0 for 4 with a strikeout and a walk. He has scored a run. Cap looks at that one right down the middle. 1-2 now is the count.
You got to protect the plate. You got to swing the bat.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on here for the Indians in the bottom of the 9th. Chases one in the dirt. Ball gets away. Will throw down and will make the catch for the putout. Out number 2, 2-3 for the official putout of the game. Tell you what, McGee has been effective as he's got 2 quick outs now. And this is going to bring Matthew Martin-Knowledge to the plate. Martin-Knowledge 3 for 4 with a pair of singles. He does have a solo home run and has walked. He has 3 runs on the day as well. So the Indians trying to have a little 2-out magic here as that pitch paints the corner for a strike.
Yeah, these next 2 are the ones you want up right here, in the game. I mean, of course, you don't want a lot of them up, but they've had to get game today, both of them, Martin-Knowledge and Verdung, as that one's strike 2. The bottom falls out of that one.
Yeah, that was just a wicked pitch. As you said, the bottom fell out of that one, and good job by McGee to quickly get up in the count 0-2. That time it just didn't quite drop, and good eye on the part of Martin-Knowledge to hold off on that one. 1-2 now is the count.
Let's see, Martin-Knowledge put something in play here. He's got 2 singles on the day.
So Martin Knowledge awaiting the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. The ball gets away. They'll have to throw this one down, and they will for the out. And a nice job there by McGee to get a 3-up, 3-down inning as we're heading to extra innings. We'll head to the top of the 10th, tied at 11. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For the second straight game, we're going to extra innings here in Fulton as ICC and Pearl River tied at 11. Well, now we've seen extra innings. We still haven't seen the triple yet, Brad.
Still hadn't seen the triple, but Pearl River, you're where you want to be right now on their end for their. They got the number 3, 4, 5 batters coming up here with Perry, Walters, and Montz. So got the heart of your lineup coming up here in the batting lineup to face Verdung. Verdung's still on the hill. He came in to get the last out of the 9th inning there, and is staying in.
So top of the 10th, Verdung's first pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Perry, Walters, and Montz, as Brad mentioned, the heart of the lineup here for Pearl River. That pitch drifts high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Perry homered his last at bat, so got to be careful with him.
So that pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 is the count. Well, this has been a marathon. The First American National Bank opening pitch was at 2:02. It is now 5:16 in the preevening. Breaking pitch is a beauty in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, we were probably supposed to be starting game 2 at 5, weren't we? Or close.
Right around it, Yep. So 2-2 is the count. And this one popped up. Right fielder came up now, jogging back, and finds it. Ooh.
Yeah, that sun's tough, and you know it, Adam. We talk about it every game, and that's just what you face when you come out here to Roy Crescent Field. And beautiful day as it is, and get the first out of the inning. That's important. But the beautiful day, and all I can smell right now is a Brother Chris hamburger. It's leaking in the press box.
I would like to not only smell it but taste it.
I'm telling you, it's he's got them fired up today.
So with one out in the inning, this one's going to be hit hard, but the left fielder will jog over and make the out. A line out there by Walters. See, swung on the first pitch he sees there, quickly 2 away. And now this will be Ian Montz coming to the plate.
Number 21, Ian Montz.
Yeah, Montz coming up, and he walked his last at bat, but he does have a single on the day. So this is his 6th at bat as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it down. Fouls it off toward the Indian dugout for strike 1.
0-1 is the count here to Montz. He does have he has a single and scored a run. But as Brad mentioned, has also walked on the afternoon. That pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. He struck out swinging in the 3rd, grounded out to first in the 5th, and grounded out to second in the 6th. That pitch missing inside. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top of the 10th. 11-11 is your score.
Great pitch.
Yeah, good pitch. Good job finding a piece of it to foul it off that time. 2-2 now is the count here to Montz.
Yeah, good little breaking pitch down there low in the zone. All Montz could do was just basically get a top piece of it to foul it off and foul it back to the backstop. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there by Verdun to get a 3-up, 3-down inning, the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Will. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 10th. 11-11 is your score. Back with more right after this.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back as we are in the bottom of the 10th inning. 11-11 is the score.
Number 16, Will Verdun.
I would give you a scoring recap, but we ain't got time. A lot of runs, a lot of hits, a lot of everything today here in Game 1, as anticipated when ICC and Pearl River gets together. Will Verdun at the plate. That pitch in there for a strike, and I tell you what, McGee is basically saying, guys, here it is, do something with it. And the Indians hadn't figured it out yet.
Well, they got to be careful. Will Verdun's hit a home run his last 2 at bats, and I'm sure Coach Avalon knows that for Pearl River. So that's ball 1 right there, 1-1 count. So they don't want Verdun to walk this off, even though the Indians do.
Verdun, Bain, and Lee. As that pitch hangs up high for a ball. That's the thing right now. Your approach to the plate is the way it's been all day. You don't think about walking this off with one swing of the bat. Get on base. Manufacture some runs. Find a way to win it by piecing it together. 2-1 pitch.
He's going to walk it off.
Or just say, shut up,
3
Gore, and
home
walk
runs
this
in
one
a
off.
row.
And it's gone!
3 home runs in a row.
Will Verdun with back-to-back-to-back jacks and walks it off against the number 2 team in the country with a solo home run. ICC wins it 12-11. Wow. Well, he got a pitch he was waiting on, served it up, and teed it off. And Will Verdun, as you said, Brad, I don't know that I've ever seen anybody do this before. 3 home runs in a row in his last at-bats, and he helps the Indians pick up a wild win in Game 1.
Wow.
That might be the perfect way to sum up the game there.
I mean, that's it. I mean, that's what you can say is wow here. And folks, I can tell you this, and I mean this. There is another game coming, and you don't need to miss it. Get out to the park, come out, sun is shining, the Brother Chris burgers are going back there. Get here and watch Game 2. But, Adam, heck of a game.
Well, I think it goes without question. Our Samstown market star of the game is going to be Will Verdun. Not only does he hit 3 home runs in a row to help ICC pick up the 12-11 win, he picks up the win on the mound as well.
That's right.
So a big-time win there. Hey, listen, we have got to basically preserve our voice after that marathon of a game there. The official game time of that one, 3 hours and 21 minutes as ICC wins it by the final score of 12-11. We'll be back in about 30 minutes with the start of Game 2 right back here on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.